Tuesday night, or excuse me, Wednesday night, a game that you and Brandon Fillion had. You'd maybe say that the Big Reds were fortunate to get out of here with the win, but they get out of here with the win. They're playing for the title.
Right. I mean, anytime you're losing inside of 2 minutes left to go in the game, yes, you definitely feel fortunate to get out of there with a win. But playoff experience, their playoff medal rose to the top. They do get the win, advance to the District 10 championship, where the road gets even harder against a very quality Cambridge Springs team. And, this isn't the West Middlesex teams that we've seen the last few years where you can just roll the ball out on the floor and expect a 20-point win. They have to play well to win tonight, and we should have a great one in front of us.
Cambridge Springs, West Middlesex, District 10 Class 2A championship here on 790 WPIC. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more pregame after this on NewsTalk 790 WPIC. All right, now I have to figure out, is this a line in right here? Okay. We're going to need to use it.
You want to use it for this into our stream. I don't know how that's going to affect your broadcast.
Hang on here. What do I have here? I don't know what the heck I have here.
For your end, you can have it. I don't know if you have a quarter to half.
A quarter to half? Or wait. What I need is something.
Because this is a half right here. You can plug a line in and set up the XLR if you need it for something else.
This is our return audio. You know what? Here, let me put that in there. Hi. Okay, go ahead and push it up. Oh.
As voters, we have every right to ask that question. Here in Mercer County, we have an important decision to make on May 18th as we choose our next county judge. What do I get for my vote? Magisterial District Judge D. Neil McEwen will answer that question in full transparency. With a vote for Judge McEwen, we get a commitment to integrity, honesty, and fairness. Experience for the bench, earned on the bench. Get the full answer now at neilmcEwenforjudge.com.
Paid for by the Committee to Elect D. Neil McEwen, Judge. Aaron Pisano, Treasurer.
Have you scheduled an appointment yet? The QuickMed Walk-In Clinic is now open, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
We're all the way up here, right?
From 8 to 1. QuickMed has a dedicated on-site medical team available to treat minor injuries and illnesses. It's quick, easy, and no appointment is needed. Located at 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. QuickMed is part of Steward Medical Group and Sharon Regional Medical Center. Learn more at SharonRegionalMedical.org.
Countdown to tip-off is brought to you by Taylor Toyota, Chevrolet, and Kia of Hermitage. Online at drivetaylor.com.
And welcome back here to West Middlesex High School. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you tonight on 790 WPIC. Andy Ryder back in the studio producing tonight's game as we have West Middlesex and Cambridge Springs in the District 10 championship game tonight. And Colton, West Middlesex, a team we both know very well. You actually know them even maybe better than do I. But the Reds, they are, they're a good team, but they certainly maybe have a few more areas of concern this year. A, no seniors. B, no Kennedy Beatty tonight.
Absolutely. Kennedy is obviously a starter for this team, and not available tonight. That bumps Caitlin Stevens, the 5'10 freshman, into the starting lineup. And she's played a lot of minutes this year, and she's played well. But it does hurt your front court depth against a Cambridge Springs team that has some size. Not the most depth on this Cambridge Springs team, but they do have some size in that starting lineup. But, Kennedy Beatty's not playing. Coach Williams is going to rely on his three junior standouts to carry them tonight.
And those three are, tell us about them, Colton.
Carly Beatty, Emily Anthony, Taylor Tomko. Carly Beatty, a 6-foot junior, comes in averaging 14.5 points per game, 73% from the line. She's a really good mid-range jump shot, does a lot of work on the offensive glass, getting those offensive rebounds and putbacks. That's got to be one of Cambridge Springs' keys tonight, is to keep her off of the glass. Emily Anthony, a standout junior point guard, averaging 13 points per game, 25 threes on the year. The ball will be in her hands a lot. Cambridge Springs is a team that likes to press. They're going to have to contain Emily Anthony in the press because her speed and quickness, she could be a one-woman press breaker here tonight. And the third junior, Taylor Tomko, more of the spot-out shooter, does a lot of her damage from the three-point line, getting those kick-out passes from Anthony on the drive or Beatty in the post. But she also had a couple of really key finishes the other night against Sagertown in the open floor, on the fast break, finishing through contact. Taylor averages 8.5 a game. Those three juniors average about 35, 36 points combined. They're going to need that type of performance from those three tonight.
I was just about to ask you that, Colton. Are you thinking that they need to be, maybe the three of them, somewhere at least at the average at 35, maybe get up to about 40 tonight?
Yeah, I would think if they're above their season average, I would think Coach Williams is going to feel pretty good about his chances to get a win tonight.
Of course, some of the other players you mentioned, Caitlin Stevens coming in. She's played a lot, but it's a District 10 championship game. She's a freshman. Do you think West Middlesex has to worry about her and some of these other youngsters that come in off the bench? We see Elena Bowers come in a lot. Emma Mild starts as a freshman. Is there the possibility that maybe one of these youngsters tries to come in and try to do too much?
Well, you never know what you're going to get from freshmen and sophomores in a regular season game, and obviously the intensity and everything is ratcheted up for a district final, and that's the hand Coach Williams has dealt. He's got two freshmen in his starting lineup. When he goes to the bench, he's calling on freshmen and sophomores, so there's going to be young players on the floor at all times for this Big Red team, and of course you worry about it, but you hope that they've got enough game experience throughout the season to come in and perform well and help your junior trio get their hands on a championship trophy tonight.
And those three juniors, they've been on the biggest stage of them all. They played in the state championship game 2 years ago.
Right, and they all played. They weren't they weren't freshmen that were watching that team do good things. They were contributors to those teams. And, so they've been in the state playoffs. They've won district championships. They know what it takes to win. They showed that Wednesday night, pulling out a very hard-fought win. And, every night is a new night in high school basketball, but Coach Williams has to feel confident with those three juniors leading his team. West
Middlesex 13-4 overall, the number one seed in the tournament. The opposition tonight, Cambridge Springs, the Blue Devils coming in from Crawford County at 17-3. The number 2 seed, Colton and I will talk about the Blue Devils when we come back on 790 WPIC.
Okay, class. Today, we're discussing what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music loud and the neighbors can't hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine.
To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to pennohiorc.com to start your installation today.
Did you know Herman's Pure Spring Water can be conveniently delivered to your home or office for free? Did you know that Herman's Water in most cases is delivered only 48 hours after being bottled? Take advantage of Herman's special introductory offer. Receive your first month cooler rental and get 2 5-gallon bottles for free. That's a $20 value with no strings attached. Herman's Water in Sharpsville since 1908. Online at hermanswater.com. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
Hi, this is Joe Flynn with Flynn's Tire. We know how valuable your time is, so we've made it fast, easy, and affordable to buy tires. There's 3 easy ways to purchase tires from Flynn. First, just drive in, because Flynn's will get you in right now. No appointment necessary. The second option, give us a call, and we'll help you select and reserve the perfect tire for you. The third option, save time and buy online at flynnstire.com. It's that easy. Just drive in, and Flynn's will get you in right now.
had Phantom Fini Sensor.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds Wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City Girls Basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to reinhardts.com for more information.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by Taylor Toyota, Chevrolet, and Kia of Hermitage. Online at drivetaylor.com.
And welcome back to West Middlesex High School. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you. We will be having West Middlesex coach Mike Williams joining us here very shortly, trying to get his attention. He's at the other end. He's anybody knows Mike? He's a talker. He could talk a beagle off a ham bone, I think. But Colton, we look at the opponent tonight for West Middlesex, Cambridge Springs, 17-3 veteran head coach Ryan McKissick, who's been up and down this road a few times over the years at various stops throughout Crawford County. And you always know with the teams that he's coached that they're going to be fundamental, they're going to be well prepared, and they're going to have a lot more in the W column than the L column. But speaking of that, we're going to turn things over. Colton Hoffman's going to interview we'll have an interview with West Middlesex coach Mike Williams.
Live action here, huh?
Coach, congratulations, reaching another District 10 championship game, 7th in a row. Great to keep that streak alive. You've won 5 in a row. I bet you want to keep that streak alive as well tonight.
Yeah, that would be good. We would like that. 6 always sounds better than 5. This is a good team here. This might be the best team that we've played since Harbor Creek in 16, as far as the district final. They're a scary team. They're like looking in the mirror. They're very much like us. They press a lot. They push the ball. They play a lot of different defenses. They're well coached.
Coach, you had a hard-fought win to get to this point on Wednesday nights. How did the girls respond in practice, and you think they're able to get back up and ready to go for this one?
I think they got scared a little bit. You know, the fact their mortality came into play a little bit, and I think that's going to help us in the long run tonight. I think that, and they heard it enough too. But again, in this game, in any kind of playoffs, and you're an athlete, you understand it's survive and advance. It doesn't matter how you get there. You can correct the things that, if you win, you can correct the errors that you had before. If you lose, you don't get to correct them. And we did get a chance to move on, and we're living that. We're living with a heartbeat right now.
Yeah, well, we joked with you Wednesday night that you'd take a 2-point victory today. I think you still feel that way. A 2-point victory would be just fine.
Anytime you're playing in March, it's a sudden death kind of thing. We would like to continue our season. We would like to win this district title, which is one of the goals that you have every year. We would like to think that we can win this game today. But that's a team that over here has got a chip on their shoulder. We've handled them really in the last couple of years. We really have pounded these guys, but I don't think they're afraid of us. I can tell you that right now. They're playing great ball right now. They're on their way. They're high right now, and so are we. We're playing well.
What's a couple things specifically that concerns you about Cambridge Springs?
Well, Madison Yance is a nice ball player. She's probably the best player in that league up there. She's got 17, 18 points a game. Every kid in the team shoots the ball fairly well from the perimeter. They look like they get to the foul line a lot. Particularly two of the Yance sisters really get to the line. We gotta stay out of foul trouble. Try and get them deep into their bench. I think Klein's the only kid that gets any real minutes for them. And if we can rebound the ball and stay out of foul trouble and beat that press for layups, I think with Emily and Taylor and Carly, that I don't think. I'm hoping that we can beat that press better than the teams that they've played up in that league. And we've seen presses before, and with Emily, she's special. If we can get through those, we should be all right. But we got to do it.
Coach, thanks for your time.
You bet,
Best of luck tonight.
Thanks a lot.
That was West Middlesex head coach Mike Williams reflecting on tonight's District 10 2A championship against Cambridge Springs.
And he mentioned the Yance sisters, and most notably Madison Yance, coming in averaging, as he said, over 17 a game, 17.4 per night. Only 3 threes, 81 of 20 at the line. They can shoot well, but not a lot of outside shooting per se. You look at the 3-point numbers, 3, 3, 8, 11, 6, 3. the Blue Devils want to get it inside and beat you up.
Right, yeah. They average less than 2 threes per game on the year. That is not a specialty of theirs to launch it from the outside. So I think that could be a key tonight. If they, if Cambridge Springs makes 2, 3, 4, 5 threes, that could be a huge advantage.
One thing we don't see a whole lot from West Middlesex traditionally is a lot of zone defense. But considering the inside game and with West Middlesex being short a little bit without Kennedy Beatty tonight, do you think that Coach Williams may throw a little zone in there?
Yeah, I would probably be a little surprised if that happens. If he does, it would probably be more of the box and 1, triangle and 2 sort of gimmick junk defenses, or the half-court trap, full-court trap defenses that we've seen from his teams over the years. I don't think we're going to see them pack it into a 2-3 or a 3-2 zone. It's just not what they've done well over the last couple years, but every coach has a trick up his sleeve, and in a key situation, they could go to that for a possession or two.
And that's something we will be keeping an eye on throughout the night. Cambridge Springs and West Middlesex, District 10 2A championship game. Tip-off coming up at 7 o'clock. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Penn Ohio Roofing starting lineups on 790 WPIC.
But the team at Sharon Regional Sports Medicine is dedicated to getting you safely back on the move. Their nationally board and state certified athletic trainers and specially trained PTs and OTs are there to meet your needs. From ACL tears to rotator cuff injuries, shoulder, arm, or ankle pain, and more, the team works closely with you to reduce pain, speed healing, and prevent re-injury. Visit Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, conveniently located in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio.
Great work, Smith. In appreciation of your hard work, please accept this plaque of recognition.
Awards.
And here's to the Hornets basketball team.
Trophies.
Did you see the size of those trophies?
Recognition.
The Engraving Place makes personalized plaques and trophies for all your recognition of excellence needs. Thousands of designs for any occasion. Visit them at 1945 East State in Hermitage.
Okay, class. Today, we're discussing what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music loud and the neighbors can't hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine.
To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to pennohiorc.com to start your installation today.
For a student athlete, a sports injury can mean the bench. The orthopedic and sports medicine team at Sharon Regional Medical Center is ready to help athletes get off the sidelines and back into action. Our medical and rehab team features board-certified orthopedic surgeons Dr. James Boniface and Dr. Stephen Hand. In addition, our nationally board and state certified athletic trainers are on the sidelines, and specially trained PTs and OTs are here to meet your needs. Visit the orthopedic and sports medicine centers with convenient locations in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio.
Countdown to tip-off is brought to you by Taylor Toyota, Chevrolet, and Kia of Hermitage. Online at drivetaylor.com.
West Middlesex High School, Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you as we approach tip-off here in the District 10 2A championship game. West Middlesex and Cambridge Springs. Special hello to everybody who is listening tonight and via 790WPIC.com or our downloadable station app. Also, a lot of people tuning in via the West Middlesex School District YouTube page. We thank Athletic Director Dustin Berger and his associates here for making that happen. And so those of you who are listening, the teams will go left to right or right to left. If you're watching, they'll go the other way. The camera's on the other side from us. So if I happen to say moving left to right, they're going the other way, and you're watching. I have not totally lost my sanity. Most of it is escaped my thick head, but
it's red and white versus black and blue. You should be able to pick up on it pretty quickly.
It's certainly West Middlesex at home tonight in the white jerseys, with the red numbers and letters and red trim. And Cambridge Springs, the jerseys are black and they have blue and white trim. We don't know the exact description. Again, now we can see. They have white numbers, blue letters, as I like to call it, the interstate highway sign blue, and then blue and white trim for the Blue Devils. Colton, before we get to tonight's starting lineups, a key or two for each team in your estimation?
Well, neither of these teams are very deep.
So I think staying out of foul trouble for both teams is crucial. Both teams like to get the ball inside, attack the hoop, offensive rebound. So foul trouble is definitely something to watch for tonight. And I think both teams are going to press at various times. So whoever can protect the basketball against the press, and whoever can break the press for points, if you can score when you break the press, that's a huge advantage. And last but not least, we'll see if somebody steps up. One of the players averaging 3 or 4 points a game, if you can have someone step up and score 8 or 10, that can be a huge boost toward a district championship.
It is time now for tonight's starting lineups, and the starting lineups, as always, are brought to you by Penn Ohio Roofing. Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding. Roofing, siding, windows, and more. Find out more at PennOhioRC.com. First for the visitors, Cambridge Springs, 17-3. Under head coach Ryan McKissick, the number 2 seed in this year's District 10 tournament. And the Devils will line them up this way. The guards will be Finley Rauscher, a 5'7" sophomore. Rauscher coming in averaging 3.1 points per game. She'll be joined in the backcourt by Mackenzie Yonts, a 5'8" sophomore. Mackenzie Yonts on the season averaging 7 points per night. The third guard in the lineup is Haley Rogers, a 5'7" sophomore, averaging about 6.5 per game. Up front it will be Madison Yonts, 5'9" junior, averaging 17.4 points per game. The fifth starter for Cambridge Springs will be Jordan Wheeler, a 5'11" sophomore. She's the second leading scorer on the season, and she comes in averaging 8 points per night. So for Cambridge Springs, it's Rauscher, Wheeler, Mackenzie Yonts, Madison Yonts, and Rogers. On the West Middlesex side, the familiar starting, 4 familiar starters, and then a recent addition to the lineup. The guards will be Taylor Tomko, 5'4" junior. She comes in averaging on the season, where'd the averages go here?
8.5.
8.5. You have 8.5. They gave us all these stats and they did not put the average on there. Anyway, she'll be joined in the backcourt by Emily Anthony. Anthony, a 5'4" junior, averaging 13 points per night. The third guard, Emma Mild, 5'4" freshman, averaging 5 points per game. Up front, Caitlin Stevens gets the start, 5'10" freshman. She averages 3 points per game. And the fifth starter, Carly Beatty, 6' junior. She averages 14.6 points per night. So for West Middlesex, Tomko, Anthony, Carly Beatty, Mild, and Stevens. We'll take our final break. We will come back with a tip-off. It's the District 10 Class 2A Championship game coming up next on NewsTalk 790 WPIC.
Lombardi Dental is now offering their exclusive Lombardi Dental Smiles plan.
Our coverage in-house covers all your cleanings, 2 cleanings a year. It covers all your x-rays and all your exams so that you don't have any surprises. And if you do have something come up that's small, we give you a big discount, 25% off of any service with no maximum. It's about opening the door to dentistry for everyone.
Visit LombardiSmiles.com for more details on the Lombardi Dental plan. Lombardi Dental, 60 North Mercer Avenue in Sharpsville. Discover your smile at Lombardi Dental.
What do I get for my vote?
As voters, we have every right to ask that question. Here in Mercer County, we have an important decision to make on May 18th as we choose our next county judge.
What do I get for my vote?
Magisterial District Judge D. Neil McEwen will answer that question in full transparency. With a vote for Judge McEwen, we get a commitment to integrity, honesty, and fairness. Experience for the bench, earned on the bench. Get the full answer now at neilmcEwenforjudge.com.
Paid for by the Committee to Elect D. Neil McEwen Judge. Aaron Pisano, Treasurer.
Have you scheduled an appointment yet? The Quick Med Walk-In Clinic is now open, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to 1. Quick Med has a dedicated on-site medical team available to treat minor injuries and illnesses. It's quick, easy, and no appointment is needed. Located at 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. Quick Med is part of Steward Medical Group and Sharon Regional Medical Center. Learn more at SharonRegionalMedical.org.
Okay, class. Today we're discussing what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music loud and the neighbors can't hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine.
To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to pennohiorc.com to start your installation today.
Did you know Herman's Pure Spring Water can be conveniently delivered to your home or office for free? Did you know that Herman's Water in most cases is delivered only 48 hours after being bottled? Take advantage of Herman's special introductory offer. Receive your first month cooler rental and get 2 5-gallon bottles for free. That's a $20 value with no strings attached. Herman's Water in Sharpsville since 1908. Online at hermanswater.com. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
The first quarter is being brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab services.
And we're back here at West Middlesex High School. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you tonight on NewsTalk 790 WPIC. And Colton, unlike most years in District 10, where you 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 teams advance into the state tournament depending upon the classification, this is an elimination game. Win, you go to the state playoffs. Lose, you get ready for next year.
Well, yeah, and that adds so much more to this game. I mean, it's a pressure-packed game in a regular year. You definitely want to win the district championship, so it is a very important, intense game. But either having your season end or lifting a trophy, that certainly adds to it as well.
Your officials tonight for this District 10 title game: Steven Searle, Todd Nealon, and Maurice Bailey. They comprise the 3-man crew for this one. Starting lineups, quickly recapping them for you. For West Middlesex: Taylor Tomko, Emily Anthony, Carly Beatty, Emma Mild, Caitlin Stevens. And on the Cambridge Springs side, it is Finley Rauscher, Jordan Wheeler, Mackenzie Yonts, Madison Yonts, and Haley Rogers. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, along with the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. Cambridge Springs, last night the boys came down to Kennedy, got off to a good start. Could have even been a great start if they make some free throws. No doubt the girls looking to duplicate that type of start tonight here on the road.
Absolutely. Looking to bring a District 10 championship today back to Crawford County. We've seen Warren and Warren County win a championship. We've seen Fairview and Erie County win a championship. We've seen Kennedy Catholic and Mercer County win a championship. So this district championship's either going to its 4th different county, or Mercer County can be greedy and get their 2nd one of the day.
I vote for B, and I know you do too. I know a lot of the folks here in the Mercer County area rooting for that. A lot of the Crawford County folks, Cambridge Springs, they brought a nice contingent of folks here. Of course, still the limitations in place as far as capacity, but should be a good one tonight. 2 very good basketball teams, and we heard Coach Williams say this is, certainly the stiffest test he feels they've had in a district title game since they lost to Harbor Creek a handful of years ago. And the tip controlled by West Middlesex. We're underway. Carly Beatty knocked it to Anthony. If you're listening, Middlesex going left to right. Watching on video, they're going the other way. Emily Anthony into the paint. Finds Mild, 16-footer up and good. Emma Mild along 2. West Middlesex the early lead.
Really nice start for West Middlesex. Cambridge pushes the ball down the floor, and I think we're going to have a travel. But, man, Cambridge off a made basket, flying down the floor, and just an extra step before the basket's put in the hoop.
And the backcourt ball knocked out of bounds.
Cambridge Springs picking up full court man-to-man.
In the backcourt, Emily Anthony with it. Anthony has it. Anthony guarded in the forecourt by Mackenzie Yonts. Anthony on the right side to the right block. Puts it up. It is deflected out of bounds, and it will stay West Middlesex ball, as it was Jordan Wheeler getting her hand on that one.
Yeah, there's some good length for Cambridge Springs. Wheeler at 5'11", Yonts sisters at 5'9" and 5'8".
Baseline inbound. Middlesex can't handle it, and it will be Cambridge Springs basketball.
Just a miscommunication there. Tomko popped open right after the inbounds pass, but was looking to run the play, not looking for the basketball.
2-0, 40 seconds gone by. Cambridge Springs with the second offensive possession of the night. The first one was a quick one. Ended on the travel and transition. Jordan Wheeler on the right wing. Wheeler guarded loosely by Carly Beatty. They move it up top to Haley Rogers. Rogers in trouble, now puts it on the floor.
Little 5-out pass and cut type offense here to start for Cambridge Springs.
Rosher over to Wheeler. Wheeler bounce pass on the far block. With it is Madison Yonts, puts it up, and a jump ball will be called on the block shot. Cambridge Springs has the arrow.
Well, it's a nice post move. Yonts goes for the ball fake and the step through, and almost had it pulled off. Carly Beatty, really good help defense, get a hand on the basketball.
Madison Yonts inbound, knocked away by Carly Beatty. Wheeler comes up with it, and another jump ball will be called, and this time it goes to the Big Reds.
Carly Beatty, again, two straight plays, getting her hand on the basketball, forcing a jump ball.
2-0 West Middlesex, 6:43 to go, first quarter. Emily Anthony across the timeline. Anthony around a screen to the right from Stevens. Anthony to the right baseline, and she stepped on the baseline. It will be Cambridge Springs getting the ball back. So other than the mild jumper, both teams struggling a bit offensively.
Yeah, a little bit of a ragged start. The only field goal attempt we've seen has gone in.
Driving kick near side with it, left of the lane. Haley Rogers, jumper well short. Rebound Madison Yonts, put back no. Caitlin Stevens clears the glass, and a jump ball will be called, however, as Haley Rogers will tie up the West Middlesex freshman. It is Blue Devil ball via the arrow. We've had more jump balls or more possession arrow usage than points so far. Baseline inbound goes right corner. Mackenzie Yonts, 3 long. Weak side board, Emma Mild. Mild into the front court. Mild to the right block. Mild into the paint. Up, no, but a foul, and Emma Mild earns a trip to the line with 6:13 to go in the first quarter. And the foul will go on Madison Yonts of Cambridge Springs. So the Blue Devils' big gun gets the first foul of the night.
Well, and that's a really impressive move by Mild, getting the defensive rebound and all the way down the floor. First free throw does not go in, but getting that rebound and going, running is what West Middlesex wants to do.
Second one is up and good for Emma Mild. Emma Mild has all 3 points, and West Middlesex has a 3-0 lead. Pass ahead, it's tipped by Beatty, but grabbed by Madison Yonts. Yonts on the right wing, moves it out to Rauscher. Rauscher for Rogers, up top, 3 on the way, good. Haley Rogers hits the 3, we're tied at 3.
Her 12th 3 of the year. She's the only Blue Devils player in double figures on made 3s, so she is the shooter. Really nice press breaking offense, Carly Beatty. It's really nice when your 6-foot forward's able to bring the ball down the floor. Really nice pass across the lane to Caitlin Stevens, who draws the foul on Jordan Wheeler.
Wheeler called for the foul. Her first, team second. Beatty at the line, or excuse me, Stevens at the line, and the first one is off the mark, no good.
That's the 2 leading scorers for Cambridge Springs. Madison Yonts and Wheeler, both with fouls here early in this first quarter. Second free throw, good
and
for Stevens.
4-3, Big Reds back on top. Pass in the backcourt, tipped out of bounds, and it will stay Cambridge Springs ball, just shy of midcourt. Now actually bring it back about halfway in the backcourt, where Rogers will inbound, and Rauscher will bring it ahead. 5:44 to go, first quarter, 4-3, 1-2-2 from West Middlesex. Madison Yonts finds Wheeler, who drives to the lane and is called for the travel. Did not get the dribble going, and the Big Reds force the turnover.
Yeah, very similar to what Cambridge Springs did on their first possession of the game. Just too far from the hoop to not put a dribble down.
Across the timeline, Emily Anthony. Anthony with it. Anthony, right of the lane. Anthony to the block, up with the right hand and good. Emily Anthony into the scoring column.
Well, really nice, strong move by Emily Anthony. Contact was there, legal contact, and she finishes through it.
6-3 Big Reds. Yonts shot in the paint. That was Madison Yonts, no good. And on the near side, we have a travel called as the official came over to the near side, and he got tangled up a little bit over here too. So it is going to be Cambridge Springs ball. A lot going on there, but West Middlesex came up with the ball and then the traveling violation. So it will stay in effect with Cambridge Springs.
Yeah, I think the official may have tweaked something here. I don't know what he hit.
We grabbed at the, it was official Todd Nealon grabbed at the back of his right leg in the upper area with the hamstring area. So the officials have sent the teams to their respective sidelines. And looks like he's going to stay out there, and we will have Cambridge Springs ball right at midcourt. Oh, brief stoppage, and I think both teams probably glad to maybe have that just regroup a bit.
Just a little bit of a breather. I've got 4 turnovers each way here early, so not the cleanest start to this game.
6-3 West Middlesex leads. 5:10 to go first quarter. 1-4 low for Cambridge Springs. Top of the key, Haley Rogers has it. Left side to Rauscher onto the left block for Yonts. Kick out up top. Rogers 3. That one rattles around and goes through. Rogers a pair of 3s. We're tied at 6.
Middlesex flying right back down the floor.
Stevens missed the layup in the lane, no good. And another jump ball as Wheeler, Stevens, and a couple of other players go down like dominoes. It will stay big red ball.
And that's huge. You know, Rogers with 2 threes already, 11 threes on the year coming in. That is a big boost for the Cambridge Springs team.
Stevens on the near block. Turnaround shot short. Rebound fished out of there by Cambridge Springs. Madison Yonts with an outlet down court. Finds Rauscher. And now Mackenzie Yonts across the lane. Up, it is well short. May have caught the front of the rim. Rebound Anthony down court for Beatty. Tipped away. Ball loose on the floor. Tomko with it right corner. Tomko in trouble. Rogers all over her, and Rogers will be called for the foul. Haley Rogers, the foul, her first in the team's third. So we'll stay big red ball with 4:28 to go first quarter. 6-6 here in the D10 2A title game. Tomko into Beatty, back to Tomko. Corner 3, misses everything. Rebound Cambridge Springs. Rauscher pulls it out of the air. Rauscher throws a 2-hopper over to Rogers. Rogers left-hand dribble. Now to the right hand. Left wing out to Madison Yonts for cutting Mackenzie Yonts, and she is fouled. Tomko commits the foul. First foul of the night on West Middlesex.
Yeah, just reaching through on that cut through the lane, and you ideally you don't want that cutter to cross your face. You want to keep that cutter behind you. Cutter crossed her face, and she reached in and got the foul.
Rauscher gets it inside for Madison Yonts, who puts it up and in, and Cambridge Springs has its first lead of the night, 8-6.
Yeah, just a nice cut on the inbounds play. West Middlesex defense fell asleep a little bit there.
We'll have a timeout on our next dead ball. Anthony crossover dribble. Anthony right of the lane. Up, no. Rebound Stevens. Put back high off the glass and good. Caitlin Stevens, first field goal of the night.
That's what West Middlesex does with Stevens and Beatty down there.
Half-court trap, the 1-2-2 by West Middlesex. No-look pass by Mackenzie Yonts. Right side, Rauscher 3, no. Rebound Carly Beatty. Over to Tomko. Taylor Tomko right of the lane, and she'll be fouled by Mackenzie Yonts. Her first, team fourth. And we've reached our first quarter media timeout. 3:33 to go first quarter. We're tied at 8. You're listening to the District 10 Class 2A Girls Championship game on 790 WPIC.
Hi, this is Joe Flynn with Flynn's Tire. We know how valuable your time is, so we've made it fast, easy, and affordable to buy tires. There's 3 easy ways to purchase tires from Flynn's. First, just drive in, because Flynn's will get you in right now. No appointment necessary. The second option, give us a call and we'll help you select and reserve the perfect tire for you. The third option, save time and buy online at flynnstire.com. It's that easy. Just drive in and Flynn's will get you in right now.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds Wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City Girls Basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to reinhardts.com for more information.
The first quarter is being brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab service.
And welcome back to West Middlesex High School. 3:33 to go first quarter in an 8-8 deadlock. West Middlesex with the ball. Taylor Tomko to inbound. Tomko gets it inside. Anthony pops up and layup good. Emily Anthony.
Well, we just saw Cambridge score off an out-of-bounds underneath play, and West Middlesex matches. Really nice play. Great cut by Anthony.
Right corner, Jordan Wheeler with it for the Blue Devils. Throws it back to midcourt over the head of Mackenzie Yonts. It is an over and back violation. And it will go to West Middlesex with 3:18 to go in the first quarter. And the 1-2-2 is starting to give Cambridge Springs some issues.
Yes, nice little trap there from West Middlesex in the corner, and the skip pass out of the trap just too high. Turns into an over and back violation.
Alexis Babcock in for West Middlesex, 5'6" sophomore. Stevens out as we come up on the 3-minute mark. Anthony finds Tomko right side. Taylor Tomko to Beatty. Beatty to the right block. Shovels it down low for Babcock. And Babcock is clocked inside. Alexis Babcock will shoot 2. Foul inside is on Rauscher. Her first. And the team's 5th. Each of the 5 starters has a foul.
I was just going to say that. All 5 starters for Cambridge Springs. If you have 5 fouls, that's probably how you want to spread them out.
Babcock, line to the right. First one short. Big Reds are 2 of 5 at the line here in the early going.
Yeah, Babcock, small sample size, but 1 for 6 on the year coming in.
Now 1 for 7. Second one up. 1 for 8. No good. Rebound. Loose on the floor. And another jump ball. Sarah down there working the possession area. She's going to have to get some ice on that hand at halftime. Back and forth a lot here in this first quarter. She came through for us with a cable that somebody forgot to bring with them. So she will do no wrong in my eyes tonight. Mackenzie Yonts across the timeline up top to Wheeler. Wheeler down the lane. Wheeler puts up a shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Mild. Emma Mild with it for the Big Reds. Mild, 3-point line. Moves it out to Anthony. Lob down low. Babcock pops open. Shot no, but a foul. As Wheeler picks up her second foul. Team 6th. So Wheeler, the 5'11" sophomore, with 2 fouls. And West Middlesex in the bonus for nearly 11 minutes upcoming.
Yeah, and I mean, that one was obvious. That one was a hack right there. And Babcock back to the line.
Line to the right. First one good. For Alexis Babcock. Gets the roll. Her first point. And it is 11-8 West Middlesex. 2:44 to go first quarter. Babcock, line to the right, spins the ball, puts it up, and no good. And a lane violation will be called as one of the Big Reds stepped into the lane.
I think it was the shooter. I think Babcock knew that was off and got in the lane a little too fast.
So that one comes off of her ledger. 11-8, pass down court over the head of Wheeler, and Emma Mild has it for West Middlesex. Turnover starting to pile up on the Blue Devil side. Anthony pull up, 17-footer on the way, banks it home.
I don't think she called it, but she will take it, and West Middlesex surges to a 5-point lead, and Cambridge Springs takes timeout.
30-second timeout, 2:24 to go first quarter, 13-8 West Middlesex on a 7-0 run. Back after this on 790 WPIC.
Sports injuries slow you down, but the team at Sharon Regional Sports Medicine is dedicated to getting you safely back on the move. Their nationally board and state certified athletic trainers and specially trained PTs and OTs are there to meet your needs. From ACL tears to rotator cuff injuries, shoulder, arm, or ankle pain, and more, the team works closely with you to reduce pain, speed healing, and prevent re-injury. Visit Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, conveniently located in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio.
The first quarter is being brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab service.
13-8, West Middlesex with the lead, a 7-0 run. Cambridge Springs taking the timeout to regroup. Good timeout by Coach McKissick.
Absolutely. Middlesex got a little momentum going there, and just to get the troops organized here.
Haley Rogers, she has 6 tonight for Cambridge Springs. She finds Wheeler. Wheeler to Madison Yonts, harassed by Babcock, out to Rauscher, top of the key. With 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, Finley Rauscher for Mackenzie Yonts, inside kick out now near corner. 3 by Madison Yonts from the left corner long, but Mild knocks out the rebound. It will stay Cambridge Springs ball on the baseline.
Yeah, and that was a really nice half-court set for Cambridge Springs. Found an open shooter in the corner, just not able to knock it down.
Not something you want to do too often if you're West Middlesex.
No, nope.
Lob inside, intended for Yonts, but picked off by Babcock.
Good hands defensively by the Big Reds.
Working ahead on the near wing for Taylor Tomko. Big Reds move left to right if you're listening. They're going right to left on the video stream tonight. Cameras opposite of us. White shirts, red numbers and letters, red trim for the Big Reds. Cambridge Springs black jerseys, white numbers, blue letters. Anthony to the right baseline, throws up a scoop of the right hand. No, Babcock rebound. Kick out, Anthony, corner, 3 short. Rebound snared by Mackenzie Yonts. for Cambridge Springs. She leads the break. Yonts right of the lane. Lost her balance, lost the ball, but it was tipped out of there by a West Middlesex hand. May have been Anthony. Either way, it stays Blue Devil ball. Caitlin Stevens in. Babcock out. Good minutes from Babcock.
Absolutely.
Cambridge Springs has not gone to its bench yet tonight.
And that's with a little bit of foul trouble here in this first quarter as well.
4 starters with 1 foul, and then Jordan Wheeler with 2. Inbound to Madison Yonts. Yonts swings it over to Mackenzie Yonts, and the Blue Devils reset the offense. Wheeler left side, guarded by Beatty, near corner for Rogers. Rogers, 3, long. Caitlin Stevens, weak side board. A minute to go in the quarter. West Middlesex up 13-8, having scored 7 straight. An elongated run. Mild, pull up 3, no. Rebound. Yonts grabbed it, and then gets knocked to the deck by Emma Mild.
I think that's going on Beatty.
And they get Beatty with the foul. So Mild going for the rebound, kind of got a free one in there. Just competing for the basketball, certainly no malice there. But it is Carly Beatty's first foul of the night and the team's second. Into the front court, Yonts to Wheeler in the right corner. Wheeler swings it back to Rauscher. Top of the key, Mackenzie Yonts drives into the lane, and she will be fouled as she gets into the paint. It will be the 3rd foul of the half on West Middlesex, and for Emma Mild, it's her first.
Yep, just getting beat by the dribble, put her hands out, and that's going to be a hand check foul.
Baseline inbound from Rauscher inside to Mackenzie Yonts from the right block. Too strong, no. Tomko rebound. Now West Middlesex can go for the final shot of the quarter. Anthony will walk the ball across the timeline with a half minute to go in the first quarter. Anthony, guarded by Wheeler, not close enough for a count. Wheeler trying to inch in to get the 5 count. Anthony right-hand dribble. Now the count begins, and Anthony breaks it quickly. 15 seconds to go. Tomko in the near corner along the right sideline. Taylor Tomko across the key. Now 8 seconds to go. Back to Anthony. Anthony with it. Anthony down the lane finds Mild on the near block. Jumper good for Emma Mild. She has 5, and West Middlesex closes the first quarter on an 8-0 run.
Extremely well done. Great job by Emily Anthony. Finds the open shooter. West Middlesex with the bucket to close the quarter.
15-8, Big Reds lead. We'll have the second quarter when we come back on 790 WPIC.
Great work, Smith. In appreciation of your hard work, please accept this plaque of recognition.
Awards.
And here's to the Hornets basketball team.
Trophies.
Did you see the size of those trophies?
Recognition.
The Engraving Place makes personalized plaques and trophies for all your recognition of excellence needs. Thousands of designs for any occasion. Visit them at 1945 East State in Hermitage.
Okay, class. Today, we're discussing what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music loud and the neighbors can't hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine.
To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to pennohiorc.com to start your installation today.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1950.
West Middlesex ball to start the second quarter. Emily Anthony to the foul line, over to Mild, who hit the short jumper to close the quarter. 9-0 run for West Middlesex. Anthony inside for Stevens. Shot blocked by Wheeler. Rogers rebound for Cambridge Springs.
Nice defensive play. Looked like it was going to be another layup for West Middlesex.
Mackenzie Yonts inside. Bounce pass down low. And a jump ball is called as Carly Beatty stepped into the passing lane. It will stay Blue Devil ball.
You know, West Middlesex has to feel pretty good. Up 15-8. Carly Beatty hasn't been much of a factor here so far.
Baseline inbound to Wheeler. Up top, 3 off the backboard. No good. Rebound grabbed by Beatty. Knocked away. Dug out of there by Rauscher. Puts it up and in. The turnover turns into a basket. Finley Rauscher's first 2 of the night.
Yeah, it's a good, strong rebound, but probably a mistake by dribbling.
Beatty whips it inside for Stevens, off her hands and out of bounds. And a pair of quick turnovers for West Middlesex. The ball goes back to Cambridge Springs with 7:14 to go in the first half. That was the 9-0 run. It was an elongated run, but a much-needed basket there for the Blue Devils.
Certainly, and then to get the turnover, I won't say they forced it, as they give a turnover right back. Very similar turnovers on each end as West Middlesex regains possession.
Wheeler's entry into the post over Wheeler's head, or Wheeler for Yonts. It was over her head. It goes out of bounds, and it will be West Middlesex ball. Now a 1-2-2 from Cambridge Springs. Baseball pass, Anthony down court. Stevens in the lane, up with the left hand off the backboard, doesn't go. Rebound, Mackenzie Yonts. Outlet down court for Wheeler, and it's knocked away, goes out of bounds off of Wheeler. Wheeler looked like a defensive back knocking it away from a receiver, that being Anthony, but the roles were reversed. It ends up West Middlesex ball.
Right, and West Middlesex forces another turnover.
Cambridge Springs in the 1-2-1-1. Anthony works it down court to Mild on the left wing. Mild pulls up left of the lane, 15-footer, no. Rebound Stevens, put back, doesn't go, but she's fouled. And Caitlin Stevens will shoot two with 6:48 to go in the first half.
Well, Caitlin Stevens is a good-looking freshman. Really does a nice job of offensive rebounding, putbacks. You can tell as she gains a little more experience, a little more strength under her belt. She's going to be a real force down low.
First free throw, no good. The foul was on Madison Yonts, her second, team second. So the leading scorer on the season for the Blue Devils, 2 first-half fouls. Stevens up. This one won't go. Mild knocks the rebound out of bounds. Cambridge Springs ball with 6:47 to go in the half.
West Middlesex, leaving some points at the line here in this first half. This lead could really be extended.
It's a 5-point margin. In the backcourt, Mackenzie Yonts with it and tries to split a double team and ends up getting fouled. Anthony and Tomko were both there, and Anthony called for the foul. Her first, the fourth on West Middlesex.
Really nice job by Yonts dribbling back into the defender and able to pick up the blocking foul.
Sideline inbound on the far side, just past midcourt. Rauscher gets it in to Mackenzie Yonts. She'll set up the offense. 1-4 low. And now popping out on the near wing is Madison Yonts. Up top to Rauscher. Finley Rauscher, 3, up, off the mark, no. Carly Beatty rips down the rebound for the Reds. Into the front court, Carly Beatty to the 3-point line, and now hands it off to Anthony. Anthony, step back, 19-footer on the way, good. Had a foot on the line, Anthony has 8.
That's a really nice pull-up jumper by Anthony.
17-10 with 6 minutes to go in the first half. High post with it is Madison Yonts. Goes down the lane, up with the right hand, good, and a foul. Madison Yonts has been held in check somewhat, but a nice move there. She'll go for a 3-point play.
Foul goes on Stevens, and now that's all 5 West Middlesex starters with a foul in their first 5. I don't think I've ever seen that in a basketball game. The first 5 fouls on each team went 1 to each starter.
Cambridge Springs goes to its bench for the first time. Line to the left, the free throw from Yonts is good. She has 5, and the lead cut to 17-13. Down court, Tomko behind the defense. Layup good and a foul. Taylor Tomko tallies the layup.
And Cambridge Springs is running this diamond press, kind of a 1-2-1-1, but their diamond is really far up, and Emily Anthony is just able to throw the ball over the top. The Trappers are not getting enough pressure on Anthony to force her to prevent her from making that pass.
Rebound off the missed free throw, no good by Rogers. She committed the foul, her second teammate, but the Blue Devils turn it over. Tomko into the paint, stripped by Mackenzie Yonts. Gets it over to Madison Yonts. She pulls up 3, top of the key, gets the roll. Yonts was 6 here in the quarter. That cuts the lead in half, 19-16. Back the other way, Tomko driving to the hoop, called for the travel.
Yeah, and Cambridge Springs has hit their third 3 of this first half. We talked in the pregame, they average less than 2 threes per game as a team. They've hit 3 in this first half. That's what's keeping them in this one.
Elizabeth Klein, 5'6" junior, in for Cambridge Springs. She checked in during the last stoppage. Wheeler trapped along the right sideline. Throws it to Rauscher, who's in trouble. For Klein through her hands back near midcourt. Saved by Rogers, tiptoeing the sideline. And Cambridge Springs head coach Ryan McKissick is granted a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. 5:15 to go first half. 19-16, West Middlesex leads on 790 WPIC.
The tax team at Reed & Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed & Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed & Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game to pay the lowest tax allowed by law, guaranteed. Reed & Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Road in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
West Middlesex 19, Cambridge Springs 16 with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you tonight here at West Middlesex. Andy Ryder in the studio producing tonight's game. Klein with it for Cambridge Springs, right side to Madison Yonts. Yonts, left-hand dribble, gets around a screen, into the paint. Yonts up, glass and good. Yonts starting to heat up.
Yeah, really nice move by Yonts, finishing through traffic, through contact, and she's in double figures with 10.
Game high 10 points for Yonts, and now Anthony's pass for Tomko picked off by Haley Rogers. Cambridge Springs a chance to retake the lead. This is a 10-4 spurt by the Blue Devils. Mackenzie Yonts at the table waiting to check in. 4:40 to go in the half. Wheeler left wing. Wheeler drive and kick right side. 3. Yonts good. Madison Yonts the 3. She has 13. Cambridge Springs back on top. Tomko back the other way. Drives through 2 defenders. Puts it off the rim. Doesn't go. Wheeler rebound for Cambridge Springs.
4 threes here in this half for Cambridge Springs. They've had some really wide open looks though.
Far side pass intended for Yonts. Intercepted Anthony the steal. Anthony will take it all the way. Missed the layup. Rebound dug out of there by Mild, and she is fouled inside with 4:09 to go in the half, and 2 free throws upcoming for Emma Mild.
See who they get on the foul here.
Officials Steven Searle and Todd Nealon get together, make sure that they are on the same page. It was a floor foul. The foul is on Wheeler, her 3rd, team 9th. It will be a 1-and-1 for Mild. Stevens in. Babcock out. Mackenzie Yonts returns for Cambridge Springs, and Wheeler sits with 3 fouls with 4:09 to go in the half.
That's a long time to play in this first half with 3 fouls.
Mild, line to the right. No good. Rebound, Mackenzie Yonts, and then Yonts comes down and steps on the baseline, and West Middlesex will regain possession with 4:06 to go.
And obviously, Wheeler isn't playing these last 4 minutes. I guess that's a long time for your second leading scorer to be on the bench here in this first half.
Tomko to Beatty up top. They'll back to Tomko. Pulls up left of the lane, finds Beatty. Foul line jumper, back of the rim, side of the rim, no. Rebound, Stevens has it, and then it's called for the travel with 3:57 to go in the half. Time, we should have our second quarter media timeout. And apparently we'll have it on the next one. Oh. And now we get a good work by Dustin Berger. He has bills to pay too. So we'll take a break. 21-19, Cambridge Springs with the lead. 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go second quarter. We'll come back with more from West Middlesex after this on 790 WPIC.
For a student athlete, a sports injury can mean the bench. The orthopedic and sports medicine team at Sharon Regional Medical Center is ready to help athletes get off the sidelines and back into action. Our medical and rehab team features board-certified orthopedic surgeons Dr. James Boniface and Dr. Stephen Hand. In addition, our nationally board and state certified athletic trainers are on the sidelines, and specially trained PTs and OTs are here to meet your needs. Visit the orthopedic and sports medicine centers with convenient locations in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio. Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City girls basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to reinhardts.com for more information.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
3:56 to go in the first half. 21-19 Cambridge Springs with the lead. And the Blue Devils have the basketball. I'm Ryan Briggs along with Colton Hoffman. 1-2-2 from West Middlesex. Mackenzie Yance ahead to Rogers over her head, but somehow able to save it, and then threw it out off of Tomko, came back to Rogers. Ball pinballing around, and Cambridge Springs somehow came out of there with it. Near block with it, Madison Yance across the lane with the right hand, no good from 8 feet out. Rebound Beatty, then a foul on the outlet. It's foul number 10 in the half, double bonus time, and Finley Rauscher picks up her second, team 10th. And it will be Emma Mild back to the line. Colton, the Big Reds are 3 of 11 at the line in the first half.
Yeah, needless to say, that's not good.
First one, the front end, no good.
That's 2 shots, right?
Yeah, it's 2 shots.
2 shots.
Come on, Emma, get one.
Yeah, 25% at the line here for the Big Reds, 3 for 12. I can do that math in my head.
And Middlesex mentor Mike Williams heard you say that stat, and that I think might have put another gray hair or 2 on his head.
Well, yeah, you get your opponent in foul trouble. You want to take advantage at the foul line. Mild makes the second.
Cuts the lead to 1, 21-20. Steal in the backcourt. Mild comes up with it. Beatty, right side to Tomko, into Beatty, knocked away. Rogers, a steal for Cambridge Springs. Rogers will give it off to Mackenzie Yance. Here come the Blue Devils. Yance spins into the lane, up with the left hand. Glass rim, no. Beatty Stevens rebound. Then it's ripped out of there by Mackenzie Yance and another.
I believe we're going to get a foul.
Oh, yes, a foul. Not a jump ball, but a foul on Mackenzie Yance, her second. We'll take the long walk to the other end for 2 more free throws. So if you're the Big Reds, if you can't get quality, you're going to get quantity.
That's right. And, I like that call. Stevens has 2 hands on the ball, and she's being strong on the rebound, and you've got defenders reaching in. I like that, they don't want you throwing elbows, so if you let defenders reach in, the rebounders have to be stronger on the ball.
Stevens hits the first one. Caitlin Stevens, line to the right, up, good, and West Middlesex has the lead, 22-21. Stevens 2 for 2. Mackenzie Yance with it, ahead to Klein. Klein across the timeline. Pulls up, swings on the near side to Rogers. Up top, Madison Yance. 3 on the way, right wing by Rauscher. Goes around the rim and drops in.
That's been a really friendly rim a couple of times for Finley Rauscher.
Rauscher had a big grin after that one, as well she should. Anthony whips it inside to Stevens. Lefty layup was good. Pace really picking up again.
Both teams don't mind playing fast. You can see a lot of action here.
Rauscher, right of the lane, up top for Madison Yance. 3 short. Rebound in the lane, bouncing around. Mackenzie Yance dives on it. We have a jump ball, and it will be West Middlesex ball. 24 all, 2:34 to go in the first half.
I believe that's 5 threes this half for Cambridge Springs, and that is not where they typically hang their hat.
And you are correct. 2 in the first quarter by Rogers, and then 3 here in the second. Rauscher with 1, Madison Yance with 2. Emily Anthony with it for the Big Reds to Beatty in the high post. Beatty down the lane with the right hand, no, as Madison Yance got a piece of it. Yance with the rebound. Yance top of the key, gives it to Mackenzie Yance. Right wing, Rauscher, 3, up, long, and the rebound knocked out of bounds, and it will stay West Middlesex ball. Mild was battling on the near baseline with Madison Yance. Cambridge Springs keeps it. 2:11 to go in the half, tied at 24. Mackenzie Yance on the baseline. Left wing, over to Klein. Pull up, foul line jumper. Long on that one. Rebound Carly Beatty. Beatty ahead to Mild. Mild to the left block. Up with the left hand. No good, but Emma Mild will shoot 2 as Elizabeth Klein got her for her first foul of the night. Klein's first. Mild shooting 2.
Yeah, Cambridge Springs already has Wheeler on the bench with 3. 4 girls out there with 2. Klein off the bench just picked up her first.
Mild's first one rattles in. It's good.
I don't want to jinx it, but I think after going 3 for 12, that's 4 in a row from the line for the Big Reds.
Line to the right. Second one on the way. And no good, and you did it, Colton. They're going to revoke you as being the all-time great Middlesex standout here. Second one is long, but West Middlesex leads. Inside, wide open, Haley Rogers. Layup is good. Mackenzie Yance found her inside. Rogers has 8.
Yeah, just Middlesex unable to match up man-to-man.
Anthony to the right of the baseline. Throws it up. Shot no good. Stevens rebound. Put back. Gets too strong. Ball knocked out of bounds on the baseline, and it will stay with the Big Reds. 1:38 to go in the half. And we heard Coach Williams in the pregame say in the interview how the teams mirror each other, and I think it's really reflected in this first half, knowing each other so well. Anthony shot no good, rebound snared in the lane by Rauscher for Cambridge Springs.
Yeah, it's been a really evenly played game. The biggest difference has been the three-point shooting for Cambridge Springs.
Rogers, right corner, three, no good. Anthony rebound, ahead to Tomko at midcourt. Tomko to the right block, runs into the defender, lost the ball, it goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by Mackenzie Yonts of Cambridge Springs. With a minute 15 to go in the first half, 26-25, Cambridge Springs leading. Tomko to inbound. Tomko to Stevens on the left block. Kick out to Anthony. Anthony guarded by Elizabeth Klein. 1:07 to go, first half. Anthony, right-hand dribble, working to the near side. Lob in for Beatty, and she is fouled, and that is number 3 on Mackenzie Yonts.
Yeah, and that's a clear foul, just reaching over the top on the entry pass, and Carly Beatty not on the score sheet yet for the Big Reds. 73% on the line, at the line on the year.
First one up for Beatty, and good. Her first point, that ties it at 26.
The Cambridge Springs, they've got some strength. They're not big girls per se, but there's some thickness and some physicality.
So you can tell they've spent some time in the weight room.
Absolutely.
They are strong, athletic young women. Second one good for Beatty, and the Big Reds have the lead, 27-26. Wheeler back in with 3 fouls, replacing Klein. You wonder if Coach McKissick may try to go for the final shot here, burn up this minute.
Yeah, probably would be a good time to do that.
Yonts lost it. Anthony has it. Yonts guarding Anthony. Yonts has 3 fouls. 40 seconds to go in the half. West Middlesex up. Big Reds have the ball. Anthony, right-hand dribble.
West Middlesex might hold for one, but I think in a double bonus, you want to attack.
Anthony whips it inside to Stevens, puts it off the backboard. No rebound. Beatty tips it to Anthony, but Emily Anthony's heel was on the baseline. And Cambridge Springs will get it back. 24 seconds to go in the half. A chance to take the lead before halftime.
That's a really good look. That's one you got to finish in games like this.
Into the forecourt. Yonts running the offense. Down to 14 seconds to go. Yonts on the right wing to Madison Yonts. Yonts into the paint. Yonts driving down. Up the layup is good. Yonts has 15. Back the other way. Anthony at midcourt. 3 seconds. Anthony heave on the way, short, and that is the end of a back-and-forth first half. And the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils, the number 2 seed in this year's tournament, have the lead 28-27 here at top-seeded West Middlesex in the District 10 Class 2A championship game. 28-27 is our score. We'll come back with a first-half recap after this on NewsTalk 790 WPIC.
Text messages. Message and data rates may apply. Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The Big Hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. This is a legit product. The key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BACK to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Nugenix samples are not available in stores, so text BACK to 42424 right now. Text BACK to 42424. That's BACK to 42424.
I'm stylish.
I'm classic.
I'm extremely sarcastic.
I'm in love with this band.
I'm the #1 fan.
I'm a musical genius.
Let your t-shirt do the talking. We've got just the message you're looking for.
Need a customized t-shirt? Then stop at 2J's Custom Screen Printing in Hermitage. From your favorite prints to customized t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Shop 2J's Custom Screen Printing with big city design right here at home. 2J's Custom Screen Printing on East State Street in Hermitage.
For a student athlete, a sports injury can mean the bench. The orthopedic and sports medicine team at Sharon Regional Medical Center is ready to help athletes get off the sidelines and back into action. Our medical and rehab team features board-certified orthopedic surgeons Dr. James Boniface and Dr. Stephen Hand. In addition, our nationally board and state certified athletic trainers are on the sidelines, and specially trained PTs and OTs are here to meet your needs. Visit the orthopedic and sports medicine centers with convenient locations in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio.
Lombardi Dental is now offering their exclusive Lombardi Dental Smiles Plan.
Our coverage in-house covers all your cleanings, 2 cleanings a year. It covers all your x-rays and all your exams so that you don't have any surprises. And if you do have something come up that's small, we give you a big discount, 25% off of any service with no maximum. It's about opening the door to dentistry for everyone.
Visit LombardiSmiles.com for more details on the Lombardi Dental Plan. Lombardi Dental, 60 North Mercer Avenue in Sharpsville. Discover your smile at Lombardi Dental.
What do I get for my vote? As voters, we have every right to ask that question. Here in Mercer County, we have an important decision to make on May 18th as we choose our next county judge.
What do I get for my vote?
Magisterial District Judge D. Neil McEwen will answer that question in full transparency. With a vote for Judge McEwen, we get a commitment to integrity, honesty, and fairness. Experience for the bench, earned on the bench. Get the full answer now at neilmcEwenforjudge.com.
Paid for by the Committee to Elect D. Neil McEwen Judge. Aaron Pisano, Treasurer.
The Halftime Show is being brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, a full-service deli and PA lottery location in Sharpsville, and proud sponsors of the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game.
Welcome back here at West Middlesex. It is halftime, and Cambridge Springs leading West Middlesex 28-27. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you tonight here on 790 WPIC. Colton, before we delve into the numbers, your first half thoughts.
Well, it was a little rugged at times. It was fast-paced. There was some good shooting, some bad shooting. That half had a little bit of everything. But we expected a pretty evenly matched game, and that's what we've seen so far.
28-27, the halftime score. West Middlesex closed the first quarter on a 9-0 run and led 15-8 at the quarter break, but Cambridge Springs 20 points in the second quarter, a 20-12 edge, and a big part of that was Madison Yonts scoring 13 of her game-high 15 points in that second quarter, and she's a player that we talked about in the pregame. Do not want to allow her to get loose, and she got loose in the second quarter.
Well, she certainly did. She averages 17.5 per game on the year, 15 in that half, and she really got rolling in that second quarter. Some outside shooting from Cambridge Springs. They've gotten a lot of open looks. They've knocked a few down, I believe 5 threes in that first half. I don't believe West Middlesex has any. That's a huge difference to make up in a game like this.
On the Cambridge Springs side, Madison Yonts leading the way with 15, Haley Rogers with 8, Finley Rauscher with 5, and that's it for the Blue Devils. On the West Middlesex side, Emily Anthony with 8, Emma Mild 7, Caitlin Stevens 7, 2 for Taylor Tomko, 2 for Carly Beatty. She has not scored yet from the field. Alexis Babcock with a foul shot for 1. 2 things there. Number 1, West Middlesex, Carly Beatty, no field goals. Secondly, Big Reds, they've made 6 of their last 7 free throws, which is good. The problem was they were 3 of 12 at one point.
Right. I mean, the good news is you're getting there a lot. Cambridge Springs certainly in foul trouble, and that's going to be a big key in this second half. Wheeler and Mackenzie Yonts, each with 3 fouls. Madison Yonts, Haley Rogers, Finley Rauscher, all with 2 fouls. Cambridge Springs doesn't really like to go more than 6 deep. So that is a serious concern for the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. And they're an aggressive playing team. I wonder if you try to find ways to pound the ball inside to Carly Beatty on the block and let them reach and let them try to block shots and see if you can't pick up a few more fouls.
28-27, our halftime score. Cambridge Springs leading. Colton, the 1A, 3A, and 5A girls title games were played earlier today, and you have some scores for us.
I do. Kennedy Catholic, the 1 seed in 1A girls, defeated Farrell by a score of 51-34. Kennedy Catholic will be moving on. Their next game will be March 17th, which is Wednesday.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. They will play the District 5 champion.
which I believe is Berlin Brothers Valley.
They win it a lot,
They do.
so I wouldn't be surprised if that's who it is. In 3A, a really good ball game up at Fairview. Fairview defeated our Lakeview Sailors 44-37. Fairview was the 2 seed. A couple hard-fought losses to Mercier's Prep in the regular season. Fairview, first ever district championship in girls basketball. And in 5A, an absolute heartbreaker up at Warren. Warren with a 40-39 victory over Slippery Rock. Emma Ruhlman, 3 free throws with no time left on the clock. Fouled shooting a three-pointer, made all 3 for Warren to win 40-39.
What a finish! And there were some people were saying, "Oh, it was a foul, wasn't a foul," but it was called to go and make 3 free throws. You had to make 2 to keep the game going. Make all 3. Emma Ruhlman, a very talented player at Warren. Slippery Rock, a tough way to go. I mean, that's a senior group. This was Slippery Rock's year, or at least they thought so. They lost to Grove City last year in the title game. They were motivated by that, and to go there and you come up, to have it end like that. That is about as bitter of a pill as any team will have to swallow in any sport at any level. I mean, you feel bad for Slippery Rock if you're on the Warren, the call, but she went to the line and got it done. She did what she had to do.
Right, and just the math behind that, an 80% free throw shooter makes 3 in a row less than 50% of the time. That's, especially you're standing on the line by yourself, game on the line, you think that would squeeze the percentages down even more. So credit to that young lady. She's a fantastic player for stepping up and knocking them down.
And for Slippery Rock, a fine season comes to an end, and no doubt a long ride back from Warren County today after that one. For Slippery Rock. A couple of college basketball scores locally for you. Women's and the President's Athletic Conference. The tournament started today, and a little bit of local angles. The Teal women lose in overtime today to Waynesburg. That was the 7-10 game. That was the 8-9 game. Waynesburg 72-67, Waynesburg defeating Teal. And Bethany College under Grove City native Brian Sansom. Bethany moving on, 75-49 over Franciscan tonight, or earlier today. So Bethany will be at W&J Monday night in the quarterfinal round. And on the men's side, in the men's tournament, Waynesburg leading St. Vincent at the half, 36-27. Also at halftime, Bethany leading Franciscan 46-40. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with the third quarter after this. Cambridge Springs 28, West Middlesex 27 on 790 WPIC.
We need to figure out what to do about Mom.
Oh no, did she fall again?
No, but we can't wait for that to happen. We just can't look after her 24/7.
There must be hundreds of those assisted living places.
That's the problem. It's overwhelming.
Reduce your stress with Klepper Manor. Klepper Manor offers a warm, home-like atmosphere and is conveniently located just outside downtown Sharon. Their beautiful grounds offer a secluded courtyard with gazebo, flower gardens, and a cascading waterfall for residents and family members to enjoy. Klepper Manor features fully equipped, dedicated therapy rooms that offer the best opportunity for residents to return to the life and mobility they once enjoyed. Klepper Manor employs a professional nursing staff, providing around-the-clock resident-centered care. Their activities department offers an array of enjoyable events from coffee clubs to crafts. Klepper Manor, an Embassy healthcare community, is care-driven and family-oriented. For more information, please call 724-981-2750. 724-981-2750.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescription.
Third quarter underway. Cambridge Springs ball. Blue Devils lead 28-27. Ryan Briggs, Colton Hoffman with you tonight on 790 WPIC. Andy Ryder in the studio producing tonight's game.
Both teams with their starters on the floor here to start the second half.
Jordan Wheeler in the lane makes the catch and then is called for the travel. She hopped with her feet in there, and it goes back to West Middlesex. Big Reds are in the white jerseys, red numbers and letters, red trim. Cambridge Springs black, white numbers, blue letters, blue and white trim.
Cambridge
for the Blue
Springs
Devils.
comes out in a 3-2 zone here. I think that's specifically because of the foul trouble. Let's see if West Middlesex can get that ball inside the zone.
Emma Mild with it. Mild 7 points in the first half. Out to Anthony. 3 rattles out. Rebound. Madison Yonts for Cambridge Springs. Each team comes up empty on its first possession of the second half. Yonts kicks it out to Rauscher on the right wing. Rauscher, right-hand dribble. Into the right corner with it. is Wheeler. Wheeler out to Yonts. Left side, Rauscher, 3, well long. Rebound, Anthony. Anthony on a run out, leads the break. Anthony to the line, to the lane, to the left block, up and good. Anthony with 10. West Middlesex reclaims the lead.
Well, really nice body control by Anthony to get around the defender, and the scoop shot goes.
Ball inside for Wheeler, poked away, comes back to Wheeler, then Beatty a block, and Beatty will dig it out for West Middlesex.
And Wheeler made a point not to reach in there. They did a lot of that on rebounds and loose balls in the first half.
Anthony pull up 3, left wing, no. Rebound in the paint. Grabbed by Stevens, then she will be tied up. And the arrow belongs to West Middlesex. We've had no shortage of possession situations tonight. The arrow's getting a workout.
Well, Wednesday night was a scrappy game, and I think this one has taken it up a notch.
Tomko inbounds to Anthony near corner. Crossover dribble to the left block. It's knocked away and stolen. Madison Yonts with it. Over to Mackenzie Yonts into the front court. Yonts, left of the lane. Kick out left side 3. Rogers blocked by Beatty. Rebound Stevens. Gives it to Tomko. Over to Anthony right side. Near block to Beatty. Posting up. Can't get it to go with the left hand. Rebound dug out, and a foul will be called on the rebound. As Wheeler came up with the rebound, she is whacked inside by Carly Beatty. That's Beatty's second, and it's the first foul in the second half.
Well, I know officials don't want to force foul trouble, but you can't not call fouls at the same time. It puts these officials in a tough spot.
In the backcourt is Mackenzie Yonts over the timeline. Left wing Wheeler, back out to Yonts. Right side, Rauscher, 3, no good. Rebound dug out by Anthony. Anthony harassed in the backcourt, gets around Madison Yonts. Then the ball knocked away. Yonts trying to save it. She does. Anthony lost it, scramble for it, and now a foul will be called in the scramble for the basketball. And an unusual exchange there. It results in Emily Anthony picking up her second foul.
And just a little over-dribbling there, I think, for Anthony. Trying to handle the pressure, certainly, but just a little too much dribbling.
5:35 to go, third quarter. 29-28, West Middlesex has the lead. Big Red's the only basket of this third quarter. Yonts near block, across the lane, up with the left hand, too strong. Rebound to Anthony. Ahead to Stevens, now to Beatty. Carly Beatty whips it near side to Tomko on the baseline. Back to Mild, poked away. Wheeler with it, throws it ahead, and now a foul will be called on Tomko as she crashed into Mackenzie Yonts. Tomko's second, team third.
And just really indecisive from West Middlesex so far here in this first 3 minutes. The good news, they haven't given up a bucket, and they still hold a 1-point lead.
Cambridge Springs with the ball. Blue Devils move left to right if you're listening. If you're watching via the West Middlesex YouTube feed, Blue Devils move right to left. Rauscher cuts down the lane, gets the pass, kick out left corner. Madison Yonts, 3, no. Rebound Wheeler, put back stuffed by Beatty. Beatty with the rebound, and West Middlesex will take a 30-second timeout. 4:57 to go in the third, and a timeout taken by the Big Reds. They lead by a point, 29-28. Back after this 30-second timeout on NewsTalk 790 WPIC.
Have you scheduled an appointment yet? The QuickMed Walk-In Clinic is now open, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to 1. QuickMed has a dedicated on-site medical team available to treat minor injuries and illnesses. It's quick, easy, and no appointment is needed. Located at 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. QuickMed is part of Steward Medical Group and Sharon Regional Medical Center. Learn more at SharonRegionalMedical.org.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescriptions.
We are back here at West Middlesex High School. Colton Hoffman is my partner tonight. I'm Ryan Briggs. Andy Ryder in the studio producing tonight's game. It's been what we thought, an evenly battled game through 2.5 quarters.
Right, the difference is the outside shooting to me so far. Cambridge Springs, 5 threes. West Middlesex hasn't been able to make one. Cambridge Springs back in the man-to-man.
Near block, Beatty posting up. Kick out to Mild. Mild drives the baseline. Cut off by Madison Yonts. Back to Beatty. Kick out. Anthony up top. 3. It misses everything, and then the ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Cambridge Springs basketball. And There really has not been a West Middlesex three-point attempt tonight, Colton, that you'd say, oh, that's going in.
Right.
When it leaves the hand.
Right, exactly. It's just not there from the outside right now.
1-2-2 half-court trap stolen. Anthony a steal. And then Anthony is fouled as she gets into the lane. Finley Rauscher will be called for the foul. Her third, team first. So for Cambridge Springs, Rauscher with 3, Wheeler 3, Mackenzie Yonts with 3. With 4:22 to go in the third.
And Rauscher started to reach and tried to quit, just couldn't quit fast enough.
Beatty receives the inbound, kick back to the near corner. Tomko 3 short. Tomko saves the rebound. It's grabbed by Mild. She is tied up by Rogers, and the ball will go back to Cambridge Springs with 4:15 to go in the third.
It's almost like these West Middlesex shooters are just a little rushed. They're just sped up a little bit by a District 10 championship game and this Cambridge Springs team.
Madison Yonts along the left sideline. Moves it out to Mackenzie Yonts. Right wing to Rauscher. Inside for the cutting Wheeler. Wheeler in the high post. Back out to Mackenzie Yonts. Down low for Madison Yonts cutting to the hoop, but she can't handle the pass. And Cambridge Springs will turn it over with 3:59 to go in the third quarter. 29-28, Big Reds lead.
Should have been our media timeout, but Cambridge Springs, no buckets here to start this third quarter.
Anthony pulls up in the foul circle. Jump shot from 17 feet short. Rebound goes out of bounds off of the torso of Caitlin Stevens, and it will be Cambridge Springs ball when we come back. 3 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the third. Not a lot of scoring in the third quarter, but West Middlesex does have the lead, 29-28. Back after this quick break on NewsTalk 790 WPIC.
Okay, class. Today, we're discussing what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music loud and the neighbors can't hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine. To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to pennohiorc.com to start your installation today.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescriptions.
Welcome back to West Middlesex 29-28. Big Reds have the lead. They have the only field goal of the third quarter. It was an Emily Anthony basket in the first minute of the third. Colton, what have you seen from each team that has led to this offensive brownout?
Well, I think Cambridge Springs has been pretty tentative because of the foul trouble. I don't think they've been as aggressive this half, and I think West Middlesex has just rushed a little on the offensive end. I don't know if it's the game, the defense, what it is, but they're just rushed a little bit, and they've had some clean looks they have not been able to knock down today.
Mackenzie Yonts will walk it into the front court. Out to Wheeler. Wheeler with the ball fake, and now moves it back on the near wing to Rogers. Rogers 8 points in the first half. Rogers in the paint, kicks it back to Wheeler. Wheeler will drive across the lane, and a foul will be called on Carly Beatty. And for Beatty, that's her third. We've not talked about foul trouble for West Middlesex yet, but now we do.
Well, I mean, I think we've seen a lot of contact like that one let go today. A little surprised to see that whistle.
Rauscher inbounds to Rogers. Now Mackenzie Yonts into the lane. 10-foot pull-up, short. Rebound Anthony, and then she is fouled. It'll be Wheeler's fourth. She ended up crashing into Anthony from behind. Jordan Wheeler's fourth, team second. Klein in. Wheeler, frustrated, heads out with 3:19 to go in the third.
Well, and that's a nice advantage to have when your point guard, Emily Anthony, can go down there and rebound like that.
29-28 Big Reds as we approach the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. Anthony around a screen to the right, and a moving screen is going to be called as they are going to get Caitlin Stevens. No, it's on Beatty with a push. That's Carly Beatty's fourth. That's 4 on Carly Beatty. So that has turned quickly. She'll check out. Babcock in. Beatty tonight, no field goals, and now in major foul trouble with 3:10 left in the third.
Well, I didn't see it. I wasn't looking, but that's 2 really quick fouls on Carly Beatty, and it went from a foul advantage for West Middlesex to trouble in a hurry.
Yeah. Big Reds, it's a Big Red alert. But the Big Reds have a 1-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the third. Klein working on Anthony. Near corner to Madison Yonts. Yonts left-hand dribble. Yonts spins to right, crashes into Stevens. Glass rim rattles out. Rebound to Anthony. Outlet down court to Tomko. Tomko for the trailer. Babcock, and Babcock called for the travel as she did not put the ball on the floor, and we have a timeout on the floor. Cambridge Springs takes a full timeout. 2:42 to go. The Blue Devils will have 2 timeouts left for the duration of regulation. 29-28, West Middlesex leads. Back with more third quarter action after this on NewsTalk 790 WPIC.
Hi, this is Joe Flynn with Flynn's Tire. We know how valuable your time is, so we've made it fast, easy, and affordable to buy tires. There's 3 easy ways to purchase tires from Flynn. First, just drive in, because Flynn's will get you in right now. No appointment necessary. The second option, give us a call and we'll help you select and reserve the perfect tire for you. The third option, save time and buy online at flynnstire.com. It's that easy. Just drive in and Flynn's will get you in right now.
And tell them Vinny sent you.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds Wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City Girls Basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to reinhardts.com for more information.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescription.
29-28, West Middlesex leads. Cambridge Springs ball coming out of the full timeout. Mackenzie Yonts on the right wing to the left elbow. Kicks it out to Klein. Klein, bounce pass down low for Madison Yonts. Through a sea of defenders up with the left hand, no good. Rebound Mild. Ahead to Anthony. Anthony down court, gets her on Klein, who ends up on her backside. Kick over to Tomko, drives in, misses the layup, and rebound. And we're going to have a foul as Yonts and a couple of other players all end up going down like dominoes on the far side. The foul goes on Stevens. Caitlin Stevens, second, team sixth. Cambridge Springs, which has attempted 1 foul shot all night, is in the bonus for the rest of this one.
Yeah, it's a little role reversal from what we saw in the first half with Cambridge Springs racking up a bunch of fouls.
29-28, West Middlesex has the only basket of the third quarter. Third quarter that has at times resembled trench warfare. Mackenzie Yonts on the right side, guarded by Tomko. Up top to Rauscher with 2 minutes to go. Rauscher, a long 3 off the backboard, no. Rebound grabbed by Madison Yonts down low. It's knocked out of her hands. And it will stay with the Blue Devils at the 156 mark. Rauscher to inbound. Rauscher looking, still looking. Far corner to Mackenzie Yonts. Skip to Rogers right of the lane. Rogers drives in over the right hand. Good. The first points of the second half for the Blue Devils.
And unfortunately, West Middlesex hasn't been able to capitalize on that. It puts Cambridge Springs right back in the lead.
Each team 1 basket in the third quarter. It's a 1-point Spa lead. Anthony to the right block. No, but a foul on Mackenzie Yonts. That's her 4th with 1:36 to go in the third. This could turn into a game of attrition.
Yeah, that's 3 key players in this game with 4 fouls.
Mackenzie Yonts, that's her 4th, team 3rd. Emily Anthony shooting 2. Looking to put the Big Reds on top. First one good. That ties it at 30-11 for Emily Anthony.
72% on the year coming into today.
Anthony short. We're tied at 30. Stevens rebound. Put back.
Oh,
no.
Man, and I thought she got hammered on that.
Mackenzie Yonts rebound. She stays out there with the 4 fouls. Over to Madison Yonts left corner and out to Klein. Rauscher right wing. 3 on the way. Good. Nothing but net for Finley Rauscher.
That's a big bucket for Cambridge Springs, and the disparity in three-point shooting continues to play a big role in today's game.
6 threes. Anthony right on the foul circle. Long 2-pointer, no. Rauscher rebound with a minute 5 to go. 33-30. Cambridge Springs with the lead and the ball. Up top, Mackenzie Yonts. Kick out to Rauscher. Rauscher picks up her dribble. Now out to Madison Yonts. Yonts on the left wing, into the corner now for Mackenzie Yonts. Pick and roll. Popping open, Madison Yonts missed it. Second try up, good and a foul. Madison Yonts was 17, and all of a sudden, Cambridge Springs has a 5-point lead with 44 seconds to go in the third.
And just a good defense initially, but the rotating defense put put West Middlesex in a bad spot for the offensive rebound.
The foul was on Babcock, her first, team 7th. Madison Yonts was 17. And still was 17. Missed the free throw long. Stevens rebound. Mackenzie Yonts checked out with the 4 fouls. Brooklyn Colin, the 5'8 freshman, Colin for the remainder of this third quarter. Spa up 35-30. Anthony over to Mild. Emma Mild will hand it to Tomko. Back to Mild in the corner. Mild right of the lane to Tomko. Right corner. 3. No good. Stevens weak sideboard. They move it back to Anthony with 18 seconds to go in the third. Anthony directing traffic. Head coach Mike Williams exhorting his team. They'll set up the final possession of the period. Anthony, crossover dribble to foul line, kick out. Mild, 18-footer off the rim, no good. Rebound, Madison Yonts. Yonts will dribble ahead, and that is the end of the third quarter. A late flurry for Cambridge Springs. And the Blue Devils have taken the lead, 35-30. Can West Middlesex come back? Or will Cambridge Springs end the Big Reds' run as District 10 champs? We'll find out in the fourth quarter, which is coming up next on 790 WPIC.
We need to figure out what to do about Mom.
Oh no, did she fall again?
No, but we can't wait for that to happen. We just can't look after her 24/7.
There must be hundreds of those assisted living places.
That's the problem. It's overwhelming.
Reduce your stress with Klepper Manor. Klepper Manor offers a warm, home-like atmosphere and is conveniently located just outside downtown Sharon. Their beautiful grounds offer a secluded courtyard with gazebo, flower gardens, and a cascading waterfall for residents and family members to enjoy. Klepper Manor features fully equipped, dedicated therapy rooms that offer the best opportunity for residents to return to the life and mobility they once enjoyed. Klepper Manor employs a professional nursing staff, providing around-the-clock resident-centered care. Their activities department offers an array of enjoyable events from coffee clubs to crafts. Klepper Manor, an Embassy healthcare community, is care-driven and family-oriented. For more information, please call 724-981-2750. 724-981-2750.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
It is the start of the fourth quarter. Carly Beatty will inbound for the Big Reds. She's back in with 4 fouls. 35-30. Cambridge Springs leading, looking to knock off top-seeded West Middlesex. Emma Mild with it. Mild across the lane. No, but a foul.
Who's that going on? 24 and 13 were both there.
If it's on Wheeler, she's done. And it is on Madison Yonts, her third, team 4th.
That's who I thought it was, reaching in from behind.
I think that's who Jordan Wheeler thought it was on, too. It was the look she had on her face when she heard the whistle. Line to the left, Mild good on that one. Mild has 8.
You can't leave any more of these at the line in this fourth quarter for the Big Reds.
Second one, long, no good. Rebound, Jordan Wheeler. And a foul in the backcourt. Carly Beatty a reach in, and Beatty will be disqualified. 7:51 to go. She fouls out. Beatty tonight, no field goals, 2 points. Been a tough night for Carly Beatty. So yeah. Carly Beatty, the first DQ of the night. And Colton, if you told me in the first quarter that West Middlesex would have to be the first player to foul out tonight, I'd have said you're nuts.
Right, and just silly. 90 feet away from the basket you're defending. Just a silly reach in there.
Wheeler gets the first one to go. Jordan Wheeler, who's been in foul trouble all night.
Not a good free throw shooter, and she banks in the first one.
But if you're going to beat the top seed in their home gym, sometimes you need a banker or two. Wheeler takes her time. Second one, good. She says, I'm better than the stat sheet, says Hoffman. She goes 2 for 2. The lead is 6, 37-31 with 7:45 to go. Tomko right of the lane. Tomko is fouled on her way to the hoop. That will be the 5th foul of the half on Cambridge Springs. It's on Haley Rogers, her 3rd. So for Cambridge Springs, Jordan Wheeler, Mackenzie Yonts 4. Rauscher, Madison Yonts, Rogers with 3. West Middlesex lost Beatty moments ago with her 5th foul. Tomko right corner with it. Tomko to the block, up with the right hand. It is short. Rebound, Babcock battling for, it's Mild in there, and it's knocked away. And it will stay with the Big Reds with 7:35 to go. Tomko looking, gets it into Babcock. Babcock tied up. jump ball, Cambridge Springs basketball. So it will go back to the Blue Devils, who lead by 6.
Well, a lot of turnovers for West Middlesex here today. A lot of turnovers and inability to make shots from the outside have really put the Big Reds in a tough position here early in this fourth quarter.
Klein out, Mackenzie Yonts back in with the 4 fouls. Rogers in the backcourt, near side to Rauscher. Against the 1-2-2, Mackenzie Yonts shy of midcourt, throws it ahead to Wheeler on the left wing. Wheeler in trouble, and a reach-in will be called, a hold on West Middlesex. 9th foul in the half, and Wheeler goes back to the line where she just made 2 moments ago. Tomko's 3rd, team 9th. Wheeler to shoot a 1-and-1. Yonts out, Klein in as Coach Ryan McKissick skillfully maneuvering the substitutions. First one long, rebound is loose in the lane, and a travel will be caught on Stevens, who caught it and then went down. Yonts quickly back in, Klein out. Up 6 with 7:18 to go. Do you think Cambridge Springs might try to buy another minute or so on Yonts with the 4 fouls?
I would think so, yes. And you're in no hurry here on the offensive end either.
Madison Yonts with it. She has 17. She's the high scorer in the game tonight, scored 13 in that pivotal second quarter. 7:07 to go, 37-31. Cambridge Springs leading. Right wing, Mackenzie Yonts. Yonts with it. Stevens gives her about 15 feet of cushion. Now they'll switch, and Anthony will come out and guard her. Yonts, right corner to Rauscher. Rauscher, a pair of 3s tonight. She has 8 points. Madison Yonts in the corner. 6:42 to go. Rauscher with it. They move it back out to Mackenzie Yonts to Rauscher. Bounce pass, Madison Yonts on the block. Back out to Wheeler. Cambridge Springs burning up clock.
Yeah, and they're content. No reason not to be.
Up 6 and with the ball. And in the double bonus the rest of the game too. Rauscher inside for Madison Yonts, and she is fouled as she gets into the lane. So the Blue Devils burn up nearly a minute and then get a foul. It's on Anthony. Her 3rd, team 10th. 2 free throws for Madison Yonts, who is 1 of 2 at the line tonight.
She is the best free throw shooter here for the Cambridge Springs team, percentage-wise. I take that back. Rogers has her by a couple percentage points coming in, but she is a good free throw shooter.
She hits the first one, 38-31 with 6:17 to go. Line to the right for Madison Yonts. Up, good. She goes 2 for 2. Blue Devils 4 of 4 at the line in the fourth quarter, and they have opened up an 8-point lead, 39-31. This is an 11-2 run for Cambridge Springs. Big Reds badly need a hoop here. Anthony, kick out to Tomko. Tomko crosses the lane. Bounce pass down low, dug out by Rauscher. Another turnover for West Middlesex. Klein will bring it ahead this time for Cambridge Springs. Rauscher right side, guarded by Stevens. With 5:48 to go, Brooke Blaze at the table for West Middlesex. Inside, Wheeler cutting open, layup is good. Wheeler has 4, timeout West Middlesex. Cambridge Springs has a 10-point lead with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 41-31. We'll come back with more of this District 10 2A title game on 790 WPIC.
Did you know Herman's Pure Spring Water can be conveniently delivered to your home or office for free? Did you know that Herman's Water in most cases is delivered only 48 hours after being bottled? Take advantage of Herman's special introductory offer. Receive your first month cooler rental and get 2 5-gallon bottles for free. That's a $20 value with no strings attached. Herman's Water in Sharpsville since 1908. Online at hermanswater.com. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
And welcome back to West Middlesex High School. Don't forget, after the game, we will have the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. 5:40 to go, fourth quarter. Cambridge Springs on a 13-2 run. Blue Devils leading West Middlesex 41-31. 41-31. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman here, and it is crunch time to say the least for West Middlesex.
Well, it really is, and West Middlesex 15 points in that first quarter, 16 points in 2+ quarters since. It's just been their struggles at the offensive end, really putting them in a tough spot.
But still 5:40 to go.
Still 5:40 to go, but they got to start making some shots.
Big Reds without Carly Beatty. She fouled out early in the fourth quarter. Kennedy Beatty not in uniform tonight either. Anthony throws it to Blaze. She can't handle it, but is tracked down by Mild back near midcourt. Emma Mild to the right side, guarded by Rauscher. Into the high post for Babcock. Intercepted, a steal by Madison Yonts. Yonts into the front court with it. Gives it off to Klein with 5:10 to go. Cambridge Springs up 10. They've shown the ability to use up a lot of clock.
Yeah, I think that's the plan for the rest of the game here.
Ball knocked away into the backcourt, loose. Rogers knocks it away. It goes out of bounds off of Haley Rogers. And the Big Reds get a much-needed turnover. They will send Elena Bowers in for the first time tonight. 5'6" freshman. Babcock out. 4:57 to go, but West Middlesex, these empty possessions are stacking up.
Yeah, that's just Cambridge Springs' 4th turnover here in the second half.
Anthony 3 short. Rebound grabbed by Mild, however. Mild looking inside, finds Tomko. Tomko, left baseline, runs over the defender, lost the ball out of bounds. Fortunate she was not called for the offensive foul, but it is a turnover either way.
10th turnover for West Middlesex in this half, 21st for the game.
21's a good number in some games, as our friend Bob Greenberg likes, but not in that category. 10 points and 10 turnovers and 4 points in the second half for West Middlesex.
And when you're turning the ball over that much, it just means you're not getting enough shots up at the rim. And when you're not making the shots you do get up at the rim.
Mackenzie Yonts dribbling along the near side. Fouled by Anthony. For Anthony, that's her 4th. And Madison Yonts will shoot 2. And a lot of those turnovers, though, this Cambridge Springs defense has been really stout.
They have been.
And they're not doing anything fancy. It's a lot like the Harbor Creek boys earlier this week, and even last night at Hickory. It's nothing fancy. They just guard you.
Yep, absolutely. They've got good athletes, and they guard you.
Mackenzie Yonts at the line. She has not scored tonight. Misses the front end. Klein at the table. She'll be in if Yonts makes it. Yonts with 4 fouls. So Coach McKissick has been getting her in and out at select times. Second free throw short. Rebound grab by Madison Yonts. Put back, no, but a foul. And now Madison Yonts will shoot 2 with 4:23 to go. Foul will go on Elena Bowers, her first. And 2 more free throws upcoming for Madison Yonts.
Yeah, and just a missed block out on the free throw. Coach Williams, we talked about it, when he goes to his bench, he's going to a lot of young girls.
First free throw long, no good. Mackenzie Yonts out on the Cambridge Springs side. Stevens in replacing Blaze for the Big Reds. Klein back in for Cambridge Springs with 4:23 to go. 41-31. Cambridge Springs with the lead. Now 42-31. Yonts hits that one also.
The Big Reds with just 4 second-half points.
Yonts with 20 for the game. 42-31. Anthony driving kick to Tomko. Up top for Bowers. Bowers back to Anthony. Now Tomko right of the lane, hands it off to Bowers with 4:07 to go. Anthony couldn't handle it, but it comes to Mild. Anthony up top, steps into a 3, up, off the mark, no good. Rebound, Bowers battling with it with Yonts. Madison Yonts with it, and then she is called for the travel with 3:57 to go, and we've reached our 4th quarter media timeout. Cambridge Springs leading 42-31. We'll come back with more 4th quarter action after this on NewsTalk 790 WPIC.
Sports injuries slow you down, but the team at Sharon Regional Sports Medicine is dedicated to getting you safely back on the move. Their nationally board and state certified athletic trainers and specially trained PTs and OTs are there to meet your needs. From ACL tears to rotator cuff injuries, shoulder, arm, or ankle pain, and more, the team works closely with you to reduce pain, speed healing, and prevent re-injury. Visit Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, conveniently located in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio.
Great work, Smith. In appreciation of your hard work, please accept this plaque of recognition.
Awards.
And here's to the Hornets basketball team.
Trophies.
See the size of those trophies?
Recognition.
The Engraving Place makes personalized plaques and trophies for all your recognition of excellence needs. Thousands of designs for any occasion. Visit them at 1945 East State in Hermitage.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
3 minutes, 57 seconds to go, fourth quarter. West Middlesex has the ball. The Big Reds have a lot of work to do. They're down 11 with 3:57 to go. 3 timeouts left for the Big Reds, 2 on the Cambridge Springs side.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a tough time to not make any shots for the Big Reds. Let's see if they can change that here in the last 3:57.
Taylor Tomko will inbound. Tomko looking, gets it in to Anthony. Emily Anthony into the lane, kicks it up top. Bowers swings it left side to Mild. Emma Mild pulls up, long two-pointer, no good. Rebound, Haley Rogers. Then Rogers is fouled on the rebound by Tomko. Her fourth, and will go to the other end for 2 more free throws. So the foul situation, Carly Beatty fouled out at the 7:51 mark. Anthony 4, Tomko 4. Cambridge Springs, Wheeler with 4, Mackenzie Yonts 4, Madison Yonts and Haley Rogers each have 3. Rauscher also has 3. Rogers, foul line to the right, good. She's in double figures with 11. And we talked, Colton, about a player perhaps stepping up, doubling that average or whatever. Haley Rogers certainly fitting that bill.
Well, she definitely did early. Hit 2 threes to start this game, scored the first 6 points for Cambridge Springs.
And she knocks down both foul shots there. 44-31, 3:40 to go. Anthony to the right block, no good with the right hand. Madison Yonts, rebound for Cambridge Springs. To Klein, near wing to Wheeler. Wheeler, guarded by Bowers, timeout West Middlesex. It will be a full, or timeout Cambridge Springs, pardon me. 3:28 to go, that'll leave the Blue Devils with 1. Cambridge Springs up 13, 44-31. We'll come back with more action after this on your home for the District 10 playoffs, 790 WPIC.
Okay, class. Today, we're discussing what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music loud and the neighbors can't hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine. To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to pennohiorc.com to start your installation today.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
Cambridge Springs with 1 timeout left. West Middlesex has the arrow, but most importantly, Cambridge Springs the lead and the basketball with 3:28 to go, 44-31. Rauscher's inbounds pass knocked away, goes into the backcourt. Madison Yonts with it, and able to get it off to Rogers. Rogers trapped at midcourt, back to Yonts. That's Madison Yonts over to Mackenzie Yonts in the forecourt with 3:15 to go. Near side Rogers. Rogers to the baseline. Runner no good. Ball knocked out of bounds off of West Middlesex. Looked like Blaze may have been the last player to touch it. She goes out into the lobby to retrieve it. 3:08 to go. It stays with Cambridge Springs.
Good defensive possession there for West Middlesex. Just didn't finish it with the rebound.
Mackenzie Yonts inbounded, then quickly got it back from her sister. And now away from the ball, a foul will be called. It's going to be on Stevens underneath. Caitlin Stevens with her third. And Madison Yonts back to the line to shoot 2 more. She was the fouled party with 3:02 to go. $20 points for Yonts. First free throw good. 21 for Yonts. 45-31 with 3:02 to go. Klein back at the table for Cambridge Springs. Yonts free throw, good. And now Mackenzie Yonts will check out, Klein in. And one of the things that may not necessarily get the headlines of this, if Cambridge Springs is able to finish this one off, and the odds are certainly in their favor, the way that this team has played with foul trouble and how Coach McKissick has been able to walk that fine line with his bench. Anthony right of the lane, puts it up, no, but she's fouled. Emily Anthony will shoot 2.
He's done a great job with that, but, West Middlesex really did not do a great job of taking advantage of that foul trouble. Just struggled from the free throw line in the first half and just not able to make shots.
Emily Anthony, line to left, first one is good. Just the second point in the fourth quarter for the Big Reds. Blaze out, Bowers in. Rauscher coming back in for the Blue Devils, Klein out. So it's the Yaunces, Wheeler, Rauscher, and Rogers out there for Cambridge Springs. Anthony hits them both. 46-33 with 2:50 to go. Ahead to Rauscher in the front court. Rauscher right wing. We'll move it back up to Rogers. We'll give it off to Rauscher. Being guarded by Elena Bowers. 2:43 to go. 13-point game. Near corner to Wheeler. Wheeler swings it right corner to Yonce. Madison Yonce with it. Yonce guarded by Tomko. Tomko with 4 fouls. Yonce inside the arc and back out over to Mackenzie Yonce. 2:25 to go. Wheeler with it back near midcourt. It's probably who you might want to foul. Stevens trying to foul her. Wheeler drives in. Layup hangs on the rim and drops in.
Well,
6 for Wheeler, all in the fourth.
Cambridge Springs has not done much wrong here in this second half.
Right corner, 2 by Mild. Had a foot in the line, no good. Rebound Anthony with it. Anthony, she'll shoot a 3. Left wing, up, short. Ball batted around in the paint. And coming out of there is Finley Rauscher for Cambridge Springs. With 1:55 to go, 48-33, Cambridge Springs closing in on the District 10 title. Down the lane, Mackenzie Yonce layup, missed it. That would have locked the door if it's not already shut. Rebound dug out, kick over to Rogers. To Rauscher and back out to Madison Yonce with 1:38 to go. Madison Yonce dribbling around. Near the midcourt circle, spins, gives it off to Wheeler. Wheeler cradling the basketball. Guarded by Mild with 1:23 to go. Back out to Rogers. And now a foul will be committed. It's Anthony, and that's number 5 for Emily Anthony.
And it's all but official at this point, partner. And Cambridge Springs has been, they've really impressed me tonight. They definitely were the better team on this floor, and they are a very deserving District 10 champion.
Anthony fouls out with 1:20 to go. Blaze back in. Yonce, first one is good. For Yonce, she is 6 of 7 at the line in this fourth quarter.
She's a very impressive player, this junior, Madison Yonce.
It is a 21-4 run for Cambridge Springs. Free throw short. Rebound loose, and Bowers has it for West Middlesex. Bowers gives it to Tomko. 1:15 to go. Tomko to the left block, puts it up and in. Taylor Tomko with her first points of the second half, and West Middlesex will take a timeout with 1:09 to go. It will be a, what do we have here?
Timeout.
It is a full timeout, 1:09 to go. We'll take a 30-second break and come back with the finish on NewsTalk 790 WPIC.
The tax team at Reed & Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed & Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed & Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game to pay the lowest tax allowed by law, guaranteed. Reed & Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Road in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
And the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game here on 790 WPIC. Cambridge Springs with the lead, 1:09 to go. Blue Devils will inbound. West Middlesex sets up full court pressure. Rogers quickly into Yonce. Madison Yonce to Mackenzie Yonce. Dribbling in the backcourt. Looking to beat the 10 count. And she throws it down court. It's grabbed by Rauscher. Back to Rogers. Now Mackenzie Yonce with it. She is fouled by Babcock. Babcock's second with 55 seconds to go. And the free throw parade will continue, as it will be Mackenzie Yonce shooting 2. She missed 2 free throws here earlier in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, not a great free throw shooter on the year. So you don't mind sending her to the line if you're the Big Reds.
First one short. Remains 49-35, but time is not on West Middlesex's side. 55 seconds to go. Big Reds still have 2 timeouts left, but the math certainly working against them. Yonts up and good. Yonts gets her first point of the night. 50-35. Tomko with it. Tomko in the lane. Runner with the right hand. No. Rebound. Rauscher with it. Then she will be fouled underneath as Mild fouls her going for the basketball. And we'll walk to the other end. Emma Mild, her second.
And remember, both of these teams return everybody that played here today. So you could be looking at 2 teams that just get better from here until next March.
Rauscher shooting 2. You have the starting lineup for Cambridge Springs. Rauscher a sophomore, Jordan Wheeler a sophomore, Mackenzie Yonts a sophomore. First free throw no good for Mackenzie Yonts. Madison Yonts is a junior, Haley Rogers a sophomore. And for the Big Reds, Taylor Tomko, Emily Anthony, Carly Beatty are juniors. Emma Mild's a freshman. And Caitlin Stevens starting tonight. She's a freshman. Starting for Kennedy Beatty, who's a sophomore. Second one good for Rauscher, 9 for the sophomore. 51-35. Left wing, Mild 3 long. Rebound will be grabbed out at the 3-point line by Rogers, but she throws it away as it's snared by Blaze. Tomko throws up a shot. No. Bowers rebound. Kick out to Mild. Emma Mild shot blocked by Rauscher. Rebound Yonts. Madison Yonts as she tiptoed the baseline. Back to Mackenzie Yonts with 20 seconds to go. Rauscher trapped in the front court. Work it near side, knocked out of bounds at midcourt by Blaze. It will stay Cambridge Springs ball, and now head coach Ryan McKissick will be able to clear the bench. When we went to the fourth quarter at 35-30, I did not expect to see either team clearing the bench, Colton.
No, I did not either. But, hey, these sports and things can change in a hurry.
Abby Miller in. We see Brooklyn Cole back in. Moira York in for the spa. 12 seconds to go. Miller dribbling around. Miller will be tied up, and West Middlesex will have one last offensive possession. And Paige Porter in for Cambridge Springs also. 8 seconds to go. Babcock will inbound into Tomko. Tomko into the lane. Tomko shot, no good. Rebound, loose inside, shot no, and Brooke Blaze will shoot 2 with 0.4 of a second to go. So the foul will go on Paige Porter. Her first, team 7th, and she becomes a permanent record in this District 10 championship. First free throw for Blaze, good. Blaze makes it 51-36, but cosmetic at this point. Second one, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and the clock never started. The game is over. Cambridge Springs wins it. Your District 10 champions in girls 2A, Cambridge Springs. The Blue Devils come to West Middlesex and knock off the Big Reds 51-36. A strong second half tonight for Cambridge Springs.
Yeah, it was so impressive. After that first quarter, West Middlesex had a 15-8 lead. You thought they might be taking this one home tonight, but just a super performance by these Cambridge Springs Blue Devils.
Blue Devils get the win tonight, 51-36, closing the game on a 23-7 run. West Middlesex led 29-28 late in the third, ends up 51-36 Cambridge Springs.
Yeah, and just unable to score in the second half. It was really put the Big Reds in a tough spot. And, this Cambridge Springs team did what they needed to do once they got a lead.
Cambridge Springs a winner, 51-36. We'll come back with a full post game after this on 790 WPIC.
For a student athlete, a sports injury can mean the bench. The orthopedic and sports medicine team at Sharon Regional Medical Center is ready to help athletes get off the sidelines and back into action. Our medical and rehab team features board-certified orthopedic surgeons Dr. James Boniface and Dr. Stephen Hand. In addition, our nationally board and state certified athletic trainers are on the sidelines, and specially trained PTs and OTs are here to meet your needs. Visit the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Centers with convenient locations in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio. Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City girls basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to reinhardts.com for more information.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Message and data rates may apply.
Come on, one more rep. You got this. 10. There it is. Nice work, man. You're a beast.
Thanks, man. I feel better than I have in years. And I got to tell you, taking Nugenix makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas. The big hurt, right?
Oh, yeah. This is a legit product. The key ingredient is Testofen, which helps boost free testosterone levels and increase lean muscle mass.
Well, it's clearly working for you. Hey, are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, Nugenix is a great way to increase lean muscle and feel stronger with more energy and endurance.
Man, I need to get a complimentary bottle of Nugenix.
No problem. You just got to send them a text. Text BACK to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Nugenix samples are not available in stores, so text BACK to 42424 right now. Text BACK to 42424. That's BACK to 42424.
I'm stylish.
I'm classic.
I'm extremely sarcastic.
I'm in love with this band.
I'm the #1 fan.
I'm a musical genius.
Let your t-shirt do the talking. We've got just the message you're looking for.
Need a customized t-shirt? Then stop at 2J's and a B Custom Screen Printing in Hermitage. From your favorite prints to customized t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Shop 2J's and a B Custom Screen Printing with big city design right here at home. 2J's and a B Custom Screen Printing on East State Street in Hermitage.
From the Legacy Financial Strategy Studios, online at leavalegacy.com. News Talk 790 WPIC, Sharon, Hermitage, a Cumulus station. The Fifth Quarter Show is being brought to you by O'Neill Coffee, proud sponsors of the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. Visit them online at o'neillcoffee.com.
To West Middlesex High School, the trophy presentation for the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils, District 10 champions in Class 2A girls, coming to West Middlesex. A strong second half, knocking off top-seeded West Middlesex 51-36. I'm Ryan Briggs along with Colton Hoffman. And Colton, hats off to this Cambridge Springs team. Came here, coming to West Middlesex, a tough place to play. You know, a fairly long trip from northern Crawford County, coming down here. And the second half, this game was all Cambridge Springs.
Definitely. You know, it took them, I think, 4 or 5 minutes to get their first points in the second half. But once they regained that lead, that was all she wrote. You know, they did a great job taking care of the basketball, running clock, drawing fouls, getting to the foul line. They just did everything in the last 12 minutes of this game that you need to do to win a championship. So congrats to those Cambridge Springs Blue Devils.
The defense holding West Middlesex to a grand total of 9 points in the second half, 2 total field goals, and a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers were a bugaboo for West Middlesex all day. And Cambridge Springs turned the ball over as well, but they made shots. And West Middlesex turned the ball over, unable to make shots from the outside. That's a recipe for disaster. And the Big Reds, normally with their inside game, they can overcome that. Not able to do that here today against this Cambridge Springs team.
Thinking back, you could point to a lot of things here, but West Middlesex in that first half, starting out 3 of 12 at the foul line, it was a 7-point lead after one quarter. If you're, say, 8 of 12 or 9 of 12, that could really change the tenor of the game, put Cambridge Springs on the ropes a little bit, left the door open. Cambridge Springs not only stepped through it, they kicked it down.
Oh, they did. And Madison Yonts really took over the game in that second quarter, brought Cambridge Springs right back into it, and then you saw a team effort the entire second half. There's a lot of things Coach Williams is going to think about that could have changed the trajectory of this game. But credit Cambridge Springs. They made the plays all game that were needed.
Cambridge Springs, your District 10 champions in girls 2A, 51-36. We'll take our final break. We'll come back with a scoring recap the stats, the O'Neill Coffee player of the game, and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game as our postgame continues from West Middlesex High School on NewsTalk 790 WPIC.
Hi, this is Joe Flynn with Flynn's Tire. We know how valuable your time is, so we've made it fast, easy, and affordable to buy tires. There's 3 easy ways to purchase tires from Flynn's. First, just drive in, because Flynn's will get you in right now. No appointment necessary. The second option, give us a call, and we'll help you select and reserve the perfect tire for you. The third option, save time and buy online at flynnstire.com. It's that easy. Just drive in, and Flynn's will get you in right now.
We need to figure out what to do about Mom.
Oh no, did she fall again?
No, but we can't wait for that to happen. We just can't look after her 24/7.
There must be hundreds of those assisted living places.
That's the problem. It's overwhelming.
Reduce your stress with Klepper Manor. Klepper Manor offers a warm, home-like atmosphere and is conveniently located just outside downtown Sharon. Their beautiful grounds offer a secluded courtyard with gazebo, flower gardens, and a cascading waterfall for residents and family members to enjoy. Klepper Manor features fully equipped, dedicated therapy rooms that offer the best opportunity for residents to return to the life and mobility they once enjoyed. Klepper Manor employs a professional nursing staff, providing around-the-clock resident-centered care. Their activities department offers an array of enjoyable events from coffee clubs to crafts. Klepper Manor, an Embassy healthcare community, is care-driven and family-oriented. For more information, please call 724-981-2750. 724-981-2750.
Have you ever heard of anyone crediting their success to just sitting around and doing nothing? Yeah, me neither. So why are you letting your hard-earned savings and retirement accounts just sit around and do nothing? Now is not the time to sit on the sidelines. Now is the time to make your money work as hard for you as you did for your money. Put your savings and retirement accounts into something that will work for you, like real gold and silver. No, not gold and silver stocks, but real gold and silver you can actually hold in your hand. So how do you get real gold and silver? By calling the Oxford Gold Group today, 833-600-GOLD. Now, the Oxford Gold Group will teach you everything you need to know about owning real gold and silver. It's easier than you think. Call them now, the Oxford Gold Group, 833-600-GOLD, to get your free gold and silver investment guide. And by the way, if you never decide to sell your gold or silver, the Oxford Gold Group will buy it back. And they don't charge you a penny when you sell them their materials. So get the Oxford Gold Group investment guide today and learn how easy it is to have real gold and silver delivered to your home or into your retirement account. Call the Oxford Gold Group, 833-600-GOLD. That's 833-600-GOLD.
The Fifth Quarter Show is being brought to you by O'Neill Coffee, proud sponsors of the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. Visit them online at o'neillcoffee.com.
And welcome back one final time to West Middlesex High School. Ryan Briggs and Colton Hoffman with you, where tonight Cambridge Springs defeats West Middlesex 51-36 for the District 10 Class 2A championship. Cambridge Springs advancing into inter-district play. West Middlesex's season concludes at 13-5. Cambridge Springs is now 18-3. The scoring recap in this one: West Middlesex led tonight by Emily Anthony, 5 field goals, 3 of 4 at the line for 13 points. Emma Mild, 2 field goals, 4 of 9 at the line for 8. Caitlin Stevens, 2 baskets, 3 of 6 at the line, 7 points. Taylor Tomko, 2 field goals, 0 for 1 at the line. She had 4. Carly Beatty, 2 for 2 at the line for 2. She fouled out with 7:51 to go, which certainly did not help the Big Reds' fortunes tonight. Alexis Babcock, 1 of 3 at the line for 1 point. Brooke Blaze, 1 of 2 at the line for 1. Elena Bowers did not score. West Middlesex tonight, 11 field goals. They were all 2-pointers. No threes, 14 of 27 at the line, 36 points. For Cambridge Springs, Madison Yonts led the way, 5 field goals, or 5 2-pointers, 2 threes, 7 of 10 at the line, 23 points. Haley Rogers, a dozen, 2s across, 2 2s, 2 threes, 2 for 2 at the line. She had 12. Finley Rauscher with 2 3-pointers, 1 2-pointer, 1 of 2 at the line for 9. Jordan Wheeler, 2 field goals, 2 for 3 at the line, 6 points. All that came in the fourth quarter. She was in foul trouble for much of the night. And also Mackenzie Yonts, likewise in foul trouble, 1 of 4 at the line for 1 point. Liz Klein, Paige Porter, Abby Miller, Moira York, and Brooklyn Cole all played, did not score. Cambridge Springs tonight, 10 2s, 6 3s, 13 of 21 at the line, 51 points. West Middlesex closed the first quarter on a 9-0 run and led 15-8. However, Cambridge Springs thanks to a 13-point outburst from Madison Yonts, went ahead 28-27 at the break. The third quarter, there was really no offense at all for the first 6+ minutes. West Middlesex led 29-28 late in the third, but a little bit of a flurry from Cambridge Springs as a Rauscher hit a 3, and then Madison Yonts a basket, gave the Blue Devils a 35-30 lead going to the fourth quarter. Then in the fourth quarter, 16-6 the edge for the Blue Devils. They win 51-36. And Colton, you brought this up in the pregame. Cambridge Springs averaging less than 2 3-pointers a game this year. They hit 6 tonight. West Middlesex, which is not, they don't live and die by the 3 like you see some schools. Big Reds did not have a 3-pointer tonight.
Well, and that hurts. That's an 18-point differential. And if you're going to get beat on the 3-point line by 18 points, you have to make it up somewhere else. West Middlesex not able to do that tonight.
Big Reds ended up 14 of 27 at the line also. They were 11 of their last 15 there, but ending up with 14 of 27. Colton, you have additional numbers for us.
I do. The rebounding edge was pretty even, 42 for West Middlesex. 40 for Cambridge Springs. Madison Yonts, 13 rebounds for Cambridge Springs. Caitlin Stevens, 13 rebounds for West Middlesex. Turnovers, 20 for Cambridge Springs, 21 for West Middlesex.
Cambridge Springs a winner, 51-36. It's time now for our post-game awards, and we'll start off with the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game, brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. And tonight we recognize West Middlesex sophomore Alexis Babcock as the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game. With the Big Reds depleted a little bit up front, and then with some foul trouble, Babcock taking on a larger role tonight and gave the Big Reds some good minutes.
She did. Got herself to the foul line a couple times, drew some fouls on Cambridge Springs, hustler on defense. She's going to give you everything she's got, and she had some big minutes for the Big Reds off the bench, especially early in that first half.
Alexis Babcock, West Middlesex sophomore, is tonight's Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game. She will be entered into the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the year competition, and at the end of the season, we will name one area player as the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the year. The sub of the year and his or her teammates will receive a sub, chips, drink, and dessert courtesy of Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. So congratulations to Alexis Babcock. She is the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game. And now for the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game Award, brought to you by O'Neill Coffee right here in West Middlesex, just a long bounce pass away from West Middlesex High School. They're open now to 1 p.m. on Saturdays, by the way. Don't forget daylight savings kicking in, so you can use that extra hour to go see the folks at O'Neill Coffee.
You can smell the O'Neill Coffee brewing from the high school.
And tonight, the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game is Caitlin Stevens, and she brewed up 7 points and 13 rebounds tonight. Stevens stepping into the starting lineup with Kennedy Beatty out tonight, and Caitlin Stevens acquitted herself quite well.
She is a worker. She's a rebounder. She's a battler, just a freshman. She is going to get better and better, especially at things like finishing around the rim and, her receiving those entry passes. She's going to get better and better. She's going to be a really good post player for this Big Reds team.
Caitlin Stevens of West Middlesex is tonight's O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. And as the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, she will receive a customized t-shirt, courtesy of 2 J's and a B, screen printing and gifts. Located on State Street in Hermitage. Money will also be placed into a scholarship fund in the name of Caitlin Stevens. She is tonight's O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. And our post-game awards, as always, are brought to you by Landmark Information Services. So tonight, Cambridge Springs wins in two-way. Kind of a mixed bag for the locals. In fact, more down than up in terms for the locals today, as we have one team on the girls' side moving into the state tournament. We knew we would. Kennedy defeating Farrell today in 1A, but Colton, you have the rest of the scoreboard.
I do. Kennedy defeating Farrell today. Let me get to the right page here. And they will go on 51-34 with that win. They will play Shanksville. Did you have that game last year?
I did. That was the last game I did. It was at Punxsutawney, Brian Brown and I, on March 11th, 2020.
Well,
that's kind of, you talk about going full circle.
KC and Shanksville. I'm not sure where that game will be played, but it is Wednesday. Kennedy Catholic versus Shanksville. Cambridge Springs, 51-36 here tonight. They will play Penns Manor on Friday. Next Friday. Penns Manor knocked this West Middlesex team out last year.
Okay.
Fairview defeating Lakeview 44-37. Forest Hills will be at Fairview. Interesting note, Cambridge Springs and Fairview both winning their first District 10 championships in school history. So congrats to Cambridge Springs and Fairview. And in 5A girls, Warren with a 40-39 victory over Slippery Rock.
And Caitlin Stevens coming over. She was our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. So, a good freshman year and a lot to be excited for West Middlesex. Did not end the way that the Big Reds had hoped tonight, but they'll be back, no doubt, with people like our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, Caitlin Stevens, and of course the whole starting lineup back. The junior class, Tomko and Anthony and Beatty. It's a tough night, and this is going to sting a while for West Middlesex. Big Reds are not used to this. They've been stalwarts of winning the district title and going on deep on the state playoffs, and they'll be spectating. Sometimes something like this can be good for a program, and not that they had a bad year or anything. Let's not say that, but something like this, hey, Cambridge Springs was the better team tonight.
They were, and they're deserving champions. And, it's tough. If you've coached or if you've played, anytime your season comes to an end, it's tough. You'll see March Madness. You'll see these NCAA Division I players, visibly upset after their season comes to an end. It is a tough pill to swallow. The good thing for these Big Reds, they're all underclassmen. They'll all be back with another crack at it next year.
That's the thing. If it wasn't important, or if you didn't feel bad or have the tears or have it sting for a few days, then was it worth it? And you can tell how much it means, and that's, I think, a big sign. You said it perfectly. Regardless of what you're involved in, coaching, playing. I know. For me as a broadcaster, may have one or two more games left. I don't know. It depends on who, what, when, and where. But it's always, it's always sad putting the equipment away. I mean, just here I am at a middle-aged adult. When the basketball season ends. It's sad because you enjoy doing it. It's important. It's all of those things. And just like for the young women here tonight from West Middlesex, and on the other side for Cambridge Springs to do this. I mean, they're cutting down the net. Pretty cool that West Middlesex allowing to do that because
first time in school history for this program.
And there's probably a few places that would say you're not cutting down the net, but Cambridge Springs down there, and you see the flip side of it, the elation. We see what's so great about high school sports tonight. For the young ladies in black and with the white and blue trim on there, they came on the road and beat the top seed and 5-time defending champions in their home gym. I don't know how many people, I think people certainly gave them a chance. We knew they were a very good team coming in, but West Middlesex was the favorite. Cambridge Springs, this is, it's disappointing for our local team. We feel for them, for Coach Williams and everything, but just observationally, big picture, if you will. Scenes like this are why high school sports are important and why all the efforts have been made since last August to have interscholastic athletics. We're getting back to it at the college level, too. We're getting back to normal. Scenes like this are why.
Yeah, absolutely right. This is what you do it for, and you've heard the cliche over and over again. Only one team finishes their season with a win. And it is really, really hard to be that team. And, equipment turn-in day is rough. It's a rough day for coaches and players, but it doesn't mean that, the efforts, the energy expent wasn't worthwhile, because it certainly was, and especially during the times we've been going through, it's been very important for these kids to have that time with their peers and with their coaches.
And with that, we will stop pontificating and call it a night from West Middlesex High School. A lot of people to thank here, not just for tonight, but for everything all season long. Dustin Berger, the athletic director, for all of his help here as we were able to tie in with the video here. Tremendous setup here. We thank him so much, he and his staff. Sarah, what's your last name? We never did get that. Crawford. Sarah Crawford, who's the tech support, tech expert here. We'll call her the tech guru. She's shaking her head no, but she's come up big for us all year long. Thank you very much, Sarah. Appreciate it very, very much. And all the administration here at West Middlesex. Back in the studio tonight, Andy Ryder doing a terrific job as always. Great job, Andy. And thanks to Bob Greenberg, our sports director and sales manager, for piecing everything together. Also, our broadcast crews earlier today, Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg, they were on the Kennedy-Farrell game. Chris Birch and Don Fee brought you the Fairview-Lakeview game.
Yeah.
And
Coach Birch, he did an admirable job stepping into the play-by-play shoes. They were fun to listen to earlier.
And two guys that know a lot about basketball.
Yes, they
do. Great continuity there.
A lot of wins in that car riding back and forth to Erie County.
So, but they did a terrific job today. And tonight, Colton, I don't know if we get to work together or not. I hope we do. But if not, first off, good luck with baseball season. The newly minted baseball coach here at West Middlesex, so good luck with that. And also, Mrs. Hoffman is, as they said in the old days, with child. Best of luck to that, and for you guys as well, for everything continuing to go in a healthy manner as Madeline, continues, and you guys continue on that journey. So, wish you the best, and congratulations to you as well on everything. And with both baseball and, of course, with the addition coming to the Hoffman family here come summertime. What's the due date?
July 15th.
So so if you make a run to the state title, we're still not going to be in.
That's right.
That's good. So last time the Big Reds played baseball was winning a state title, and your baby brother caught the last out. So for Colton Hoffman, I'm Ryan Briggs saying good night from West Middlesex. Tonight, Cambridge Springs wins the District 10 championship here at West Middlesex, 51-36. You heard it here on 790 WPIC. And thanks for watching via the West Middlesex YouTube page as well. Have a great night, set the clocks ahead, and have a great weekend.
High school basketball on Sports Radio.